I am so excited. Hello and welcome to the stream, guys. I hope you guys are all doing well. Holy guacamole, this is gonna be a crazy night. We are gonna be playing Farm Sim 25. We are gonna be, oh my goodness, Captain E-Rock! Coming with a raid at the start of stream. Welcome, raiders. How are you guys all doing? It's so good to see you. Were you playing Farm Sim? Please tell us all about it. Thank you so much for coming in here. Guys, I am so excited. We have our community Farm Sim server up and going. I won't be streaming on it because we just don't have enough stuff going on my current farm right now to justify having like 10 million people come in. Tonight, we're going to be playing Farm Sim 25. We're going to be talking a lot about farming, a lot about biology, and all your farming questions. I also work on an IRL farm. Zeta! I mean, I would argue that besides the bandana, that this is my working outfit. They're my work overalls. They have holes everywhere. Don't even ask me where all the holes are. It's awful. Tonight, we're going to be playing Farm Sim 25. We have our private server up and open here right now. I'm a mixed-race Canadian. We normally do a lot of simulation, survival, and strategy games. We do a lot of games like SnowRunner, American Truck Sim, Flight Sims, Train Sims, Car Sims, Racing Sims, everything Sims. I hope you guys are all doing well. Sparks, did you raid? Sparks raided like 30 seconds before you did.
They're flocking this way.
Yeah, guys, sorry, this is very overwhelming. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. We just had an amazing, fantastic raid from Sparks and from Lollip. Both amazing, highly recommended Farm Sim streamers. They were both playing Farm Sim 25. I was hanging out with both of them today. Actually, you guys are both doing the same map too. You guys are both doing the East Asia map. If you guys are looking for other amazing content creators, if you are not already following Sparks, if you're not already following Lollip, y'all are missing out. Please go and check out Lollip. Please go and check out Sparks. Lollip I've known for a very, very, very long time. And she plays a lot of similar games to what we do too. She also does Project Zomboid, guys. Lollip also, by the way, is a half Asian streamer like myself too. So we have like that little bit of a bond, and it's really nice. You followed Sparks? Yeah, Sparks, if you don't already know Lollip, I would highly recommend that you shoot Lollip a follow too. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys have time, Lollip, I know it's super late for you. I would love to hear more about your stream. I was there for most of it though, so I feel like if you tell me, I would already know. But if you'd like to tell Chad about your stream, would love to have you do that. At the same time, guys, Lollip is absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. She is a beautiful streamer.
Real farmer.
Oh my goodness. Wow, you guys are breaking, oh my god. You guys are breaking the stream. She has this fridge. It's invisible. Okay, so our rice is not grown yet. Our other rice is not grown yet. Guys, I flooded these twice, right? I'm pretty sure. Ooh, but our wheat is ready to harvest, so let's go and do that. Guys, we have a hype train right now. We have had so many follows. Thank you all so much for the follows from Lollip Oh my gosh, Lollip, stop! No, you didn't. Stop. Lollip, I swear to God. What? That... Girl? Lollip coming in with the 20 gifted subs. Holy guacamole, Lollip, you were such a sweetheart, and, like, girl, you know I just love you hanging out here. Thank you so much. What? Lollip? Guys, we already have a level 5 hype train. We are 20 minutes into the stream. We get front page coverage in 52 minutes. Also, guys, we are trying to get more VIP badges. If you guys are able to spam chat, if you guys are in chat right now and you're able to say something, tell me your favorite color, tell me your favorite animal or dinosaur, or just tell me the name of your favorite streamer. If we can get at least 100 people chatting at the same time, we unlock more VIP slots. Even if you guys are lurkers, I won't call you out. I won't say anything. If you guys just want to spam some nonsense into stream, it means so much. Guys think... Whose username is Pocket Sand Attack? Thanks for the follow. But yeah, guys, so last I saw... We gotta get some farming done. You know what? I'm actually gonna get the AI to do it because this is a little overwhelming right now. AI, do your thing. Do your thing. We're harvesting wheat right now, guys. This is our farm. This is the farm that we've been working on. We have some cows. We have some baby cows. They're really cute. Who summoned the lurkers?
Hey, listen.
It's a call to action, guys. It's a call to action. Oh my god, we probably have 100 chatters. I'm gonna be very upset if we did not have at least 100 chatters in here. Thank you all for the follow. Amiable Bro coming in with a 5 gifted subs too. Lollip, your gifted sub thing is so backlogged by all the follows. It is insane. It is insane. This is like 250. We don't even have front page coverage yet. Also, guys, friendly reminder. I can't talk about this when we get front page coverage, but if you guys want to win a copy of Farm Sim 25 in about 13 hours, wait, 10 hours from now, we'll be doing a giveaway. So at 8 a.m. Eastern time, we'll be giving away 2 full edition copies of Farm Sim for Steam. Again, guys, just to overview, Lollip, are you working on building the temple, by the way? So fun fact, if you guys don't know, on the East Asian map, you can actually rebuild a temple, which is so cool. And on the Riverbend Springs map, it's really, really sad. We get to rebuild a grain silo museum.
I literally did harvesting for like 9 hours straight.
That was so brutal. I'm so glad you were able to fix that contract, Lollip. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you.
Hey, listen.
I should say I copied you and you're now $500,000 in debt. No, Lollip, it's fine. It's free money, though. It's free money, right? I've been working on the temple a little bit. That's super cool, dude. That's super cool. Let me make sure I've caught up with everything here in chat, because this is, holy guacamole, this is very overwhelming right now. Oh. Turkey for dinner, coming in with the tier 1 sub. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, please don't play them all individually. Is that what it's gonna do? Oh my god, you guys actually broke my bot. Well, you guys like 20 of those, right? Oh my goodness. VS Meridia, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Welcome. I think Lollip, yeah, her 20 sub redeem broke it. It literally broke it. Stream Elements dashboard might let you skip them. I don't have Stream Elements. That's kind of the... Space Builder! Oh my god. Coming in with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, dude. This means so much to me, guys. Thank you. I actually recently swapped to full-time content creation, so you guys are being extremely generous right now. Guys, just big shoutouts again. There's so many people in here. Check out Lollip. Check out Sparks. Both play Farm Sim. They also both played Farm Sim 22 as well. I'm sure they're going to be doing lots of Farm Sim throughout the week. Both lovely, high-quality streamers. Highly, highly recommend. Alert box. Let's just make sure this is even... Back to the dashboard.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's working now. Aaron! Oh my goodness, coming in with the 5 gifted subs. Aaron, thank you, friend. Thank you. Holy guacamole. Oh, that's a rabbit. Wait, that's so...
Hey, listen.
Oh my god, that's so fitting, because Lollip loves rabbits. Lollip actually has 2 pet rabbits, by the way. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. If I miss anything in chat, please repeat it. It is getting kind of crazy in here right now. I'm not ignoring anyone on purpose. Also, Sparks, you were starting to do some production stuff, right? Additionally, if any of the raiders, streamers that came in here with raids, if you got a raid and run, please let me know so I stop calling you out and pulling you back into the conversation here. I would love to have you guys hanging out, but I also know you guys both did really, really long streams. Guys, Analog Amber coming in with the raid. Welcome. How are you? How is Farm Sim 22? You can bail it? I can... Oh my god, what am I doing?
Hey, listen.
I can bail it. I can bail it. I cannot believe I missed that. Katie Cat, hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. Duco, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, dude. I really do appreciate it. Let me make sure my 5 gifted subs alert is working, because it doesn't seem to be working right now.
Hey, listen.
I know, dude. I know. It's story of my life right now. 5 gifted subs. It should be working. It should be that. It should be that. There we go. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Analog, how was your stream? It's so good to see you. Analog, didn't you also get Farm Sim 25 as well? Am I crazy? Montanak, thank you for the follow. Deadshot, thank you for the follow too. Fan of Zelda by any chance? Might be a little bit. We love Zelda. We love dinosaurs. We really like horses and farm animals. We're kind of a creature of habit here.
Listen.
But yeah, Sparks was doing a lot of production stuff. I heard him talking about cake and the difference between the different production sites. Will, oh my, Will, what are you doing? Gifting 5 subs. Will, thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, check out Analog Amber. Oh my goodness. We just reached our sub goal. Oh my lord, thank you so much. Yeah, Analog, we were just telling the Amber Farm we're so thankful to get a copy. Of course! Guys, Analog Amber is also a member of the Twitch Women's Guild. We were able to get copies of Farm Sim 25 for some of the women in the guild, and Analog Amber was one of them. Definitely go and check them out. They were also streaming this game.
I should say I copied you and now am 500k in debt. And yes, I've been working on Temple a little,
now.
Barely any money to do it, too.
Oh my goodness. Sub goal, let's go. Let's go. Lollip, what are the names of your rabbits again? One is Jasper, right? Jasper and... trying to remember the name of the other one. Found you on the front page. Bro, I don't even have front page coverage yet. I don't think I'm on the front page yet. Will, come in with the tier 1 sub, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, we can do that, dude. We can do that. Have I had front page before? Yep, I've had front page before. Maple. Maple and Jasper. Thank you.
Zelda noises.
Hi, Talon. How are you? Zelda noises. Guys, we have a level 8 hype train going on right now. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Y'all have got me sweaty. And we're just 30 minutes into stream. Oh, am I on the front page right now? Neat. Thank you guys all so much for the gifted subs. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate you. Definitely on the front page. Sparks, I hope you had a good time on the front page too, dude. Sparks also had front page coverage for Farm Sim earlier today, and he did really, really well. This thing goes to level 8. This thing goes to level 100. Did you know that? Analog, what was your favorite thing about Farm Sim? Are you able to share that with us? You're on the front page of my heart. Oh my goodness. The Zelda noise is loud. Those alerts are very loud. Yeah, I can fix that. Hold on. Sorry, guys. They shouldn't be that loud. Where are my alerts? 5 gifted subs. It is literally at 1% volume.
Listen.
Hi. 10 gifted subs. Where are...
Hey, listen.
Let's just see here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Global editing. Sound volume for everything. Ooh, I don't want to touch this. It might make things way too loud too.
Hey, listen.
Is the hey listen okay though? You love the little character customization? It's really cool too. I'm used to seeing Sparks. Ultra's a lot nicer on the eyes.
Hey,
thank you. I'll take that. Can the lurkers go back to lurking now? You guys can go back to lurking. Thank you so much for helping out. Where are my alerts? Yeah, okay, guys, I'm really sorry about alerts. How do I... Where even is this on my alert box? There we go.
Hey, listen.
Subs. Pippa. Pippa sub. Alert settings.
I fully expect a tuk-tuk yeet sometime during this stream less than 3.
If it makes you guys happier, I can just get rid of the sound for it. I can't, the volume is literally at 1. I can't change that. I can't change that. Drowns out your voice completely. The 5 gifted sub one is loud.
Wow.
I'll just turn it down to 0 volume then. We'll deal with that. Hi, Evan. Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me, holy guacamole, we're almost at a level 9.
We gotta do it again, chat.
Who just subbed at tier 3? Who just subbed at... Fake Pretzel coming with a tier 3 sub, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, right now we're harvesting some wheat. Is it still just as loud? Did that even do anything to the volume? It did nothing to the volume, hey? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? What? Why would it? We're gonna remove the sound file. No sound file. It's not, no, there's no sound that would, no. Refresh the browser source. I can do that. Or maybe I can't. It's not a browser source, it's the alert box that comes with it. It won't let me refresh it. But there should be no volume now. Hangwoo coming in with a tier 2 sub, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. For 67 months, dude. Let's go. Let's go. How you doing? I'm doing well. How you doing? How you doing?
Sheesh. The big
Keep gifting
67.
5 subs to keep testing the sound. That is insanity. The sound is Pippa audio. So if I press X here, save settings, it should be gone now. Wait, did I accidentally delete the GIF? No, it's still there. It should be still there, right? Did I just break all of my alerts? Oh no. I'm not gonna think about that right now. We're gonna vitamin check. I have not taken my vitamins, no. Turn down master volume. It says to the issue with doing that though is I've preset different volumes for different alerts. So if I turn them all down, it might turn some of them up, if that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna grab our wheat. Level 9 hype train, guys. Thank you all so much for the support. It means so much, guys. We've got front page on Twitch for the next 8 hours or so. I hope you guys are having a good time. That international cab over is a sexy hunk of steel. Is that the one that does the forestry stuff? Welcome, guys. It's so good to see you. Gilby! Hey, dude. We're doing all right. How are you? Yeah, I don't, some people were saying we're on the front page. I don't know if they've actually seen me on the front page, though, but... Just don't worry. Just casually gaslighting chat right now.
Listen.
White Wolf, thanks for the follow. Welcome. But yeah, guys, just because I don't think I've said it yet. Hi, Ultra. Hi, Will. How are you? Mods, if you want to give, what's the hype train record? 14 or something, I think. Thank you guys for the subs. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you for the gifted subs. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Thank you. Chat's a little bit slower now, so I can keep up with it. Yeah, I didn't think I was on the front page yet. Some people said I was, but... Hype train was 18? That's insane. That's insane. Is it in the little carousel, though, Fake Pretzel? Like in the little slidey thing? Okay. Oh, I'm second for you. Oh, cool. Neat. Okay. Yeah, Junior Diesel, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Get some good rest. Oh, you found me in the suggested section. No
well,
way.
Ultra, I'm off to bed, but I will say what's up in the morning.
Sounds good, Alex. We'll see you then. Have a good rest. We'll catch you later. Danger Copter. Hi. Hey. Hey. How you doing? Okay.
Hey, listen.
So, we should be doing some more straw swapping still. B-Dog, thanks for the follow, and Baba Fix... Fits? Baba Fit. Like bubble tea? Dude, that's really cool that you found us from the suggested section.
Hey, listen.
Gildo, thanks for the follow, guys. We only have 40 seconds left for the hype train. If you guys want some emotes, make sure you get your 100 bits in there. Yeah, Dark Wolf, that's all good. That's all good. But yeah, currently we are harvesting wheat, guys, and we are getting straw from it. I'm just curious for people that I've... Ooh, emotes.
Emotes?
Yeah. Did you say this was the server? The one that I sent you, Quiet? Yes. It should be.
Knock knock.
Guys, that's amazing. Thank you all so much.
Interrupting cow. Moo.
Let me just do a test. Let me just do a test thing here, because I'm kind of curious to see if we lost all of our previews. Oh no, they're still working. Okay. Thank you all so much for that wonderful hype train. Quiet, is it working for you? What time is it for me? It is evening. Okay, we didn't break it, but the sound should be gone from the 5 gifted sound alerts. I'm so sorry that it was so loud. Analog, you really like customizing your character. Did you try to make it look like you as best as possible? Oh, fantastic! PJ, thank you. PJ, thank you so much. Yeah, VF is a very great streamer. So guys, again, I work on a farm. I take care of animals. I don't do crops, but I do animal husbandry. If you guys have any questions for me, otherwise I can just start spouting random animal facts. This stream is all about talking about farming, animal welfare, animal ethics, and biology. You were in a stream of level 32 hype train? That's insane. Elmer Fudd season. Yep. Ooh. Let me get my Discord back up. Do-do-do. We got a chat request for a cute butch lesbian. So we went in that direction. I love that for you, Amber. I love that for you. Are you planning on doing more farm sim streams? Also, I don't know if you saw, but I am hosting a server just for the Women's Guild. The information is in the guild. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. You guys have broken it. Well, Jake, thanks so much for coming at the raid. I hope you had a lovely stream. Thanks for coming in here. Kier, if you want to talk about it on stream, I'm fine talking about it on stream too, by the way. Up to you. I don't know if it's like stream okay stuff. We won chat. Yeah, dude, you guys actually just broke the stream. I think so. It was really fun. I really liked it. I just saw the server info. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, for sure. Katie Cat, that's really cool.
Hey, listen.
Hey, Kermit, how are you? Happy launch day. I hope you're doing well. Everyone's breaking my server right now. Copper Island, thank you for the follow. Kermit, you must have been busy. I know you said you might want to hang out and chat, but dude, if you're super, super tired and spent, take care of yourself, dude. Yes, we are syncing. Everybody doing the stuff right now. Posture check. Thank you. Chief Keys, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Would you ever be interested in doing an IRL farm stream? Probably not, because that would dox me. I am in the character creator. I wonder if that's like breaking the whole stream right now. Name the server the Titanic. But guys, if you guys don't know who Kerminator Live is, they are the community manager for Farm Sim. So guys, if you'd like to, say hi to Kermit. He's been really busy all day, helping out streamers, doing a lot of stuff. I don't know, guys, he's been going since like, I don't even know what ungodly hour today. But Kermit has been amazing, and he is someone that I highly respect and am so appreciative of. Quiet says, hi Kermit, thank you. Do an IRL farm stream next time you're drafted by Giant. That way it's not your farm. Oh my god, it would be so fun to visit like a dairy farm together with like Giant software influencers. That'd be so cool. I've been going since June, dude. I believe it. I believe it. Oh my goodness, Aaron, gifting us up to Kermit. That's pretty nice of you, dude. Thank you. Glad to see you're already following Kermit. Kermit, apparently you were saying, someone came to chat and apparently that they said, they're like, yeah, they were talking about you in the dev stream. And I was like, oh, good things? And yeah, it was mentioned that I actually do IRL work on a farm. Oh, there we go. Okay, we good? Angels, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Oh, Lollip, were you there for? Yeah, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. So when I was in Lollip's stream, we were talking about how I managed to convince half of chat that I don't have. What was it? So many people came into chat. Oh, we're actually stuck. Doing some weird stuff here. Hold on. What the? I can't get out. I can't swap oh, hold on. I can't get out of my vehicles. Well, thank you for the look. I appreciate you. We are going to... We're gonna save the game. We're gonna save the game, and then we are going to, log back in. Okay, well, I'm back in the game. Let's see, can you guys join real quick? Let's just get this sorted out while we can. Technical difficulties. Yeah, it is what it is. Who? They were earlier up in chat. They were a first-time chatter. Nation Survivor, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Testing standby. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. If anything, I'm gonna answer this phone call. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I am exhausted, and I'm sure you are also exhausted.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's kind of hitting me now, but it's been a very enjoyable day, to be honest. So
Nice, dude.
I feel like I still have some energy to give.
Can you guys hear Kermit okay? Is the volume all right? Guys, say hi to Kermit.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for the kind words when I was in chat. When I first joined a moment ago. I appreciate it.
Amazing. Kermit, what is, like, tell us about your day. What have you been doing today?
I've done a lot of like influencer like management outreach, things like that today. That's what my days kind of look like. That was my main focus for the team this time around. So it's been happening both organically and through like emailer. We're doing a campaign there, Dare Drop as well.
Yeah.
I know you're a partner with them. So yeah, we've done some campaigns with them for the launch. So yeah, my day was kind of spent kind of with that. Also reacting, of course. I live in Discord a lot, making sure the moderators are okay, that the Discord's not burning down, but our moderators do a fantastic job. So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
A little combination of everything.
I think people have been really, really happy with this game.
Yeah, I feel that way too. So far, so good. Yeah, it's been smoother overall than 22. Like 22, I think we were very happy with as well, but we already beat on Steam. We were the top seller
Heck yes.
globally. We still are.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, and we're like, we were in the top like 10 of most played. We passed like GTA 5. We beat the peak of Farming Simulator 22 for the Steam player count.
No way! That's
already
amazing.
in day one. Yeah. Yeah, so it's been great.
I was just gonna say real quick, quiet. If you click on the farm icon, you can join the farm because you're not in the farm. You're just a intruder right now, presently looking at me in the field. Yeah, I think one of the funniest things, I think it was for the release of Farm Sim 22, there was a meme going around, because I think there was a Black Ops game that, or Call of Duty game that was released at the same time as Farm Sim 22. And Farm Sim 22 had more players, more concurrent players than Call of Duty ever had. And I think that's what really caught people's attention for Farm Sim. They're like, wait, what is this game that has more people playing than Call of Duty?
I remember that. I think it was Battlefield, if I remember correctly, but it was definitely one of those.
One of those.
But I think also, yeah, it's been a combination of things. You know, Farming Simulator has been growing steadily. It's been really popular for a long time, especially in like parts of Europe. You know, Germany, Switzerland, those surrounding countries is where the game really got its start, but it's really grown in North America and in other places more in the last like few versions, I would say, is where most of the growth has happened. There's some exceptions, of course, but I think that content creators have been a huge part of that. It makes it more appealing to see it, to be able to hang out with someone and see just how enjoyable of a game it is. And it's, I think, becoming more appealing to people that even would have never played a game like this because they want to have a break from their shooter every once in a while or something like that. So
Absolutely.
it's
I
getting
think
more popular.
the funniest thing is I had someone ask me that last night. They said, "Hey Ultra, is this a calm, relaxing game?" Like, it is probably the definition of calm, relaxing game. I don't think anyone's throwing any controllers when they're playing this.
No, it might take you a while to like figure something out, but like that's just like a learning process. I feel like that you have to kind of get through,
It
and you
is.
get better at it the more you play it. If you like strip it down and you don't try to learn everything at once, it's a lot easier to just kind of break it down that way and understand it. So, but yeah, I think that YouTube, Twitch, places like that, the content that's being made has made it more appealing, and of course we continue to make the game better and better too, so that helps it be more appealing. So we've added some features into this one, I think, especially that are great for the newer players, the more casuals, the NPCs kind of teaching you things, and the steering assist as well, helping you be more efficient on the field. So
Listen.
it's the best version for someone that's never played the game before. To
Oh,
jump into.
absolutely. I would agree. And I think like one of the coolest things about Farm Sim 25, like everything that I've said for the past few days, sorry, Lollip is also saying the drivers, the AI drivers might be rage-inducing, which is fair. They do
That's
some
why
wonky
I
things.
usually turn traffic off, if I'm honest.
But this entire time, you know, I've been playing every single day since Friday, early access, and when people come in and they ask for my opinions of the game, like, I've been brutally honest, and this is the best Farm Sim 2 come out to this day, and in all honesty, Farm Sim 22 was really good. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of hours in it. And there were some additions and changes and improvements from Farm Sim 19, but the difference in improvements from 19 to 22 and then from 22 to 25 just don't even compare. Like, this is definitely, like, I'm gonna be hooked on this for a while.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, you've said it well. I appreciate your kind words. I know my colleagues have been excited to hear the feedback, and of course, like, you know, any launch, there's going to be a few issues here and there, but it's been rather smooth for the most part, and the work doesn't stop. So it's about continuing to improve it, and more content will come. We already dropped some mods today. I don't know if you saw that or not. But
They were being uploaded pretty much right at launch, weren't they?
yeah, so there are several added today, but of course, like the community mods will be coming soon too, as soon as they
Of
get
course,
the
of
editor.
course.
So that'll be coming out soon. Everything will get rolling.
Yeah, this is, I'm really happy to be a part of this, and it's, Kermit, it's so cool to have people come in here, and with my job on the farm, I take care of animals. It's a small farm, so everything is done by hand. People go, "Well, Ultra, well, have you driven any tractors?" And it's like, well, yes, but not for the reason you would think why. But yeah, no, I was so grateful for those of you that don't know, a bunch of Giants software content creators were invited to Racine, Wisconsin, and we all got to drive the big Case IH tractors there, and it was a lot of fun. You know, Kermit was, was it a joint effort in
Listen.
planning it, or was it solely you who organized it?
Oh, it was Nicholas and I that like planned and organized it. It was my idea originally, knowing that we had the game coming up. It was something I thought about really like early on in the year. Just kind of started in my brain and then kind of went from there. I knew that we would have the potential to maybe do something for creators to show the game early, and
Listen.
yeah, to be able to do it at Case, one of our brand partners, which was great for us because it's close by where our U.S. office is located in the Chicago area. So that was part of it as well. But yeah, it was such a cool event. But Nicholas and I, it was our first big project for the U.S. office, like specifically something that we worked on.
You guys nailed it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was awesome. It really was a great time. And have you seen though, like, do you now see the prices of those machines they let you drive and go like, whoa?
Well,
like,
another streamer came into here earlier, and he's like, have you bought that tractor yet, the quad track? And I said no, and apparently it's $1.5 million US. Also stream stickers, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pocket change, right?
Yeah, some of these machines are really expensive for sure. Hundreds of thousands and getting up into the millions at times. And it's absolutely wild to see. I'm glad you had a great time at that event. You know, our U.S. office is newer, so like it was our first effort really to kind of grow things out of our U.S. office, and it represents all of North America and really South America too. We're doing all that we can. So it'll be nice to hopefully start doing more of those types of things in the future, but you can always see us. We met at TwitchCon as well, so
we
we're always
did.
there. I don't see that stopping. We really like going to TwitchCon. We go to PAX as well, so but hopefully we can do some more specific like farming simulator community stuff. It's a great time to be able to get everyone together.
Absolutely, and also just a friendly reminder to everybody who's hopping into chat right now, we're talking to Kermit. Kermit is the community manager for Giant Software and Farming Simulator. And we're very fortunate that Kermit has had the time and the energy to chat with us tonight. So.
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, I don't know. It has been a long day, but I've loved it. It's been actually like just a fantastic 4 or 5 days in a row. We gave early access out last week, and then Friday the embargo lifted, and really it's been a constant stream since then of all this positivity and seeing people playing the game for the first time and seeing how awesome it is. And so yeah, it's been a good day, good few days.
Of course, and you know it's really funny. So Dunk and I were talking about you, and good things, by the way, good things. But he was laughing about how he, came to the Farm Sim booth, and of course you've never seen him before. You have no idea. He's my husband, so he was having a laugh about how he's like, well, I'll see you later, and you're like, what do you mean I'm seeing you later? Because he came to try out Farm Sim 22 while I was. Farm Sim 25 while I was wrapped up in meetings, right? But he commented, like, when he was kind of in the area, like, not quite in the booth, there were so many people that were so excited they saw Farm Sim, they recognized the game, they were very excited for it, and, he was just putzing around the convention, but, compared to the other booths and the other games, like he wasn't seeing that same reaction from people, the same recognition, the same excitement. So Farm Sim has definitely built a brand for itself that people they recognize it. Just even, not even simulation streamers or simulation gamers, like the casual gamer, they know what Farm Sim is.
Yeah, I think that I've noticed that really a lot in the last few years. I think just because we've been able to be more consistent with having the US office of going to like the US TwitchCons and the PAX events, because it's like even at these events, if someone doesn't stop at the booth, they're walking by and they're like, hey, it's Farm Sim, or they're making a comment. Like at the beginning, maybe it felt more people were like, especially at PAX, like, what's your game about? And now it's more recognizable for them. So I think it's important to be able to get out in front of people whenever you can, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, part of the success too is like, I'm gonna toot your own horn here, but having a fantastic community manager that engages with the community, who's easily approachable and wants to see the success of this game, right?
Thank you for that. Yeah, I try to do what I can. I am just one man. Like honestly, like I wish I could spend more time in streams like yours because you stream so late that normally I'm not around on a normal
That's a me
day.
problem, not a you problem.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. There's definitely not enough time at the end of the day to get like everything done. It's trying to like continually like learn and improve like how you can do better. But I feel like I really feel like video games are magic. I don't like working at the company now. Like I was a fan of the game before, and now being on the inside, it's just like I'm amazed by how we even pull it off, if that makes sense. You know, to be able to put all of these like lines of code together and art and everything is insane to me. So I feel like we're just constantly trying to learn, improve on things. I feel the same way with how I do community management, but the number one thing that I want to stand on is the approachability and the positivity. I love this game. Like it literally changed my life like in more ways than one, both like before I got hired by Giants and after. So it does mean a lot to me. I think that's a big part of it, but it's also a very easy job to have and a easy community to work with overall.
It really is.
Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like, yeah, I mean, it's still the internet, so you know how the internet can be, of course. There's always going to be some negativity there too, but I think overall our community is just one of the best in gaming. It could be way worse. You know, there are toxic communities out there. I would not want to have this same job and work on a game like that. It would be just crushing, I feel like, at least for me. So I think that's part of why I really love it.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that, you know, Dunk years ago, way back in Farm Sim 15, got me into this game. I love difficult games, and I'm not saying Farm Sim is inherently difficult, but it's a grind, it's a build, it's a slowly improving your farm and building on it, and you see that progression, and you see, you know, your labor and your work flourish and come to life on the farm. And so I'm really happy to be a part of this community, and I'm really also, guys, like big shout out to Giant Software and to Kermit for wanting to involve more women in simulation games. I have not seen any other simulation game publisher have more of a dedication to trying to get more women involved in their games than Giant Software. They've always supported me throughout the entire time that I've played this game, and Giant Software also, they did hand out a few keys to some women in the Women's Guild, which everyone was so excited, Kermit. Like, the messages that I saw this morning, everyone is loving it. We actually just had a raid by another streamer, Analog Amber, who was streaming Farm Sim 25 earlier today too. So, like, I hope I don't lose power. Sorry, my power just flickered.
You're good for now. I hear you at least.
Day for the power to go out. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna knock on wood and not think about that. But no, like, big thank you to you, because it means so much, because there is a lot of interest by female content creators or female gamers to get into these games, but it's definitely, there's a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? It's hard because there's not a lot of support for women. There's a lot of sexism in the industry. There's a lot of sexism while we're streaming here. I get a lot of people saying some pretty horrible things to me, and so to have a publisher that says, hey, we want to see you guys playing this game and we want to support you, thank you so much for that, Kermit. Thank you so much for, on my end, for the guild, and just for female gamers. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I want it to be a game for everyone. It's such an enjoyable game. It's a relaxing game, you know, and I have to say thank you back to you as well, because you've been helpful in making those connections too. And I think that's a big part of that's literally what community is about, right? So making those connections and continuing to spread it to other people, getting your friends involved. And so yeah, I was more than happy to help out, and I think that it's been partly I think women seeing people like yourself and others already creating the game has been a big reason why. So you're kind of at the forefront of that. I saw Lollipop G in here earlier too, and
Oh, she's
like
amazing.
I didn't even know that you two knew each other, I think, until today. I knew you had
No
mutual
way!
friends, but like, yeah, I
Stop!
don't even think that I knew that until I was watching her earlier. So
'Cause
yeah,
I
I
know
was
she
more than
was-
happy to help. Yeah.
Yeah, she was doing Farm Sim 22 as well. Her and I met through, we were playing SnowRunner. This was, I think this was even before I got partnered on Twitch. But her and I bonded through our love of sim games, but also by being half Asian female streamers on Twitch.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, no, she's fantastic, and I don't, like, I can't express to you guys, like, how much I love her, too, and what she also does for the sim community as well. But, Kermit, I'm curious, what is your favorite thing about Farm Sim 25?
Listen.
What do you like doing about
GPS.
the GPS?
GPS being base game and just the system itself being so simplified for me. I love it. I think I get a lot of flack for this at times with the farm sim community, but I don't actually. I've never been like the biggest guy for like having a ton of mods. I like a few mods. I like my mods. Don't get me wrong. It's got to be some specific ones, but like I'm pretty happy most of the time without going too crazy. So for me, I've never really used the GPS mod. I used the VCA mod, which back in the previous two versions of the game I used, that kind of added some of the similar things with the steering assist. It actually reminds me the most of the system that's in the base game from the mods, but having it in the base game, simplified, being able to customize it a little bit if you want to sit there and think about it, you can change some things and fine tune it if you understand how the processes work. But yeah, that's been my favorite thing for sure so far, anyways.
It's, I mean, like I said when I was when I got early access to Farm Sim 25 in October, and I was trying out the GPS for the first time, I was like, oh, I have zero excuse for doing my absolutely horrible lines on fields now. Which means if I do it, there's full intention behind it now. It's not even on accident. It's there's the GPS. It's very helpful, and if I start drawing weird patterns on the stream, that's actually all on me at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so helpful, and it like I was watching a streamer today that is playing Farm Sim for the first time, and they were like, "Oh, this is so awesome," but they didn't realize that it's a real life technology from
Oh, it
farming
is.
as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so in our game, we've made it simplified. In the base game, it's available for all vehicles, whereas in real life, that wouldn't be the case, of course. But otherwise, it is a real life feature.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually, I learned something new yesterday, and that was from our audio team. And didn't even realize this, but some of the brands in the game have their own. They have their own official GPS sounds. Like they have branded GPS sounds.
Interesting. Okay.
So, yeah. When you're using GPS, I think it's just a few, like Kloss maybe is one of them. Maybe, I don't remember the ones they said. They said it in the dev stream yesterday. Niels, our audio designer, was being interviewed about it. So, yeah, some of the brands have their own GPS sounds. A unique little beat.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah. I didn't know that. Captain Erock in chat says they thought the sounds were different.
They are. What's up, Erock?
Wow. I think for me, just because I think everybody in chat knows this, and I think Kermit knows this, I love animals. I work with animals, and seeing the baby animals and seeing the behavior of the cows and the different livestock, it gives me a lot of joy. Because it's like, I see the animals and I go, oh, that's literally what I see them doing on the farm. They're super sweet.
Right. Yeah. So how many people do you have on your server right now?
So I have 2 servers running right now. This is the save that I've been working on since Friday, and there is not nearly enough farm work. I am $500,000 in the hole right now.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's pretty on brand for me though. Because loans are just free money, right? It's like credit cards. It's free money.
Well, at least it's a game. Yeah. So.
Wait. Oh, we're talking about in-game?
Yeah.
So I have two separate servers right now. I have one for the community for anybody who wants to hop in, farm, go nuts, and currently right now on the streaming one where they know we don't have a lot of work available for them. They're kind of just here to muck around. We've got three others. We've got Fazerp and Coastal, who are community members, and we have How to Be Quiet, who is another streamer who is also probably going to be streaming this game. Should be.
Awesome. I'll be looking.
Quiet is very good, people. But yeah, and I think the coolest thing too is we actually had Kermit, Robomilker, who's here in chat right now with us. Robomilker is, I actually kind of have you to thank for me knowing them, but Robomilker is a dairy farmer in Manitoba.
Oh yeah. Cool.
And they come into chat and they tell us all about their farming practices, and we get fun facts from them, and it's just these connections that we make between content creators, people in the industry, people working for the games. It's really cool.
It is cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is really, it's really interesting just to see, like, in your chat alone, just seeing people that I already know from like the Twitch space, and and being able to know that those connections were made, because we had the dairy farmers of Manitoba were being represented by like a marketing agency, and they reached out to us, and so we got some Canadian content creators involved, and
we sure did.
it's really wild. Like, it's really cool to me actually that, like, I don't think many games don't have that like crossover where you, like, I go to agricultural conventions as well as gaming ones, you know, like that's a pretty cool thing. I don't think all games would be able to do something like that. So to be able to have that aspect and have the crossover between the two is always super unique. I think like you all at the event, the preview event at Case, were as interested in the guys that were giving you the tractor like tours and the instructions in driving as they were in all of you and what you're doing. Because it's just two completely different worlds like colliding and trying to learn from each other, you know, but everyone was just so eager to learn from each other that it was such a cool day.
It was such
because
a cool
of that.
day. Yeah. Did I tell you about how I wasn't grilling the guy, but I'm a very, like, I soak in the environment. I have my like library of information in my head, and I love asking questions. And did I tell you about the questions that I had for the Case IH employee that gave us the factory tour?
I don't know if you have or not. I don't remember.
It's my favorite
So again,
dinosaur.
I am a sponge. You tell me information, I find it interesting, it stays in my head forever. And
Right.
I love cars. I actually, because of Dunk, I am a car enthusiast now, and I done a lot of work on my own cars and a lot of work on cars with him, and so I have like some mechanical information. And the tour guide was telling us about how they have automatic, like, kind of mechanical torque wrenches that automatically torque the pieces on the tractors that they build on their factory line. And he said, yeah, we used to use, I think he used the term air wrenches. If I'm not using the right term, someone in chat can correct me. He's like, yeah, we used to use air wrenches, but we've moved on from that. And I asked him, I was like, oh, so you used to use air wrenches? He's like, yep. So you would have to use the air wrench, and then you would have to retorque them again after that. Is that not right? And he's like, yep, it was a two-part process, so that's why it was redundant, and they've moved on to kind of making it more automated, so they didn't have to torque it again. And I looked at him, I'm like, so did you not have problems with over-torquing then when you guys were using the air wrench? And he's like, yeah, we actually had problems with over-torquing. And I'm like, and isn't that arguably worse than under-torquing as well, leading to like damages and faults within the tractor? And he just looked at me like, what?
I like Dunk's comment in your chat as well as
He's
you're
never
telling
been
that
more
story.
proud. I listen to him. I retain information. But yeah, basically with the air ratchet guns, you don't have control over how tight they tighten things, and so you often end up with problems like, you know, you take your car to a dealership or to a mechanic, and if they're using those air ratchets, they can't control how it torques. your,
Right.
especially if you're changing tires. So it's always smart to check the torque on the lug nuts on your tires, like, after, to be like, hey, is my wheel gonna fall off? Let's make sure it doesn't, right? But yeah, no, dude, you have no idea. I was just soaking up information left, right, and center. The tour was amazing. Driving the tractors was amazing. And I think my favorite part of the event was just, meeting the other content creators, being able to chat with them and connect with one another. Also, friendly reminder, guys, we are on the front page of Twitch right now. We are talking to Kermit, who is a community manager for Farm Sim, and we're just talking about our experiences. He shared a little bit with us, you know, what it's been like for developing Farm Sim. And Kermit, please, if you, I know you're really tired. If you, I could yak your ear off for like God knows how long, but like just let me know if you gotta go, okay?
Yeah, I'll go in about like 5 to 10 minutes and let you have some fun with the people on the front page. I know that you've got that coming up. You've got a long night ahead of you still,
Got a long
don't you?
night ahead of us. It's just begun.
I did see like a couple. I saw a question in your chat
Yeah,
from
actually, you know what? If
cool
we
guy.
wanna...
Actually,
Oh, wait, from who?
the cool guy.
Oh, cool guy. Yeah, if you guys want to ask Kermit some questions real quick, he might just cherry pick some things that you guys have said in stream. He's not going to answer everything. He's a busy guy. But we want to use these last 5 minutes to answer some questions. I'm happy to do that.
My first question is for you though. Like, how many hours have you put into this already?
I can tell you right now. Let me pull up Twitch tracker. Kermit, I have been doing crazy hours, my friend. I have been streaming and then sleeping, and then I eat a little bit, and then I start stream again. So I had access to this starting November 8th. So let's do a calculator.
While you're calculating, I'll
Yeah.
answer. Going back to the cool guy's question, it was about the AI lines. Are they missing something, cool guy, or are you talking about the way that they're working the fields? And then I'll follow up when you reply to that. Are there some vehicles with passenger support? Yes, they're. Oh, I think I froze.
Are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
Hi.
I think my internet
No,
dropped
it's all good.
briefly. I don't know where I left off, but vehicles with passenger support, yes, there's a few. If you go under cars, you'll be able to find them. There's a couple of trucks, the Kubota machines as well. Some of the side-by-sides you can ride together in. All right, did you get the calculation done, Ultra?
I did. 41 and a half hours since Friday.
Wow.
So I've already put in a full work
jealous.
week without it.
I'm jealous. I gotta quit working so much on this game and go play it.
I know, right?
Oh, I love that. I love that for you, though. Honestly, like that's so cool. I think it's really been telling to just see like all of the creators just absolutely be
Having
lost
a
in
good
it.
time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool to see that for sure. Wow, that's impressive. Okay.
No, dude, we've been grinding. It's been a thing and a half since Friday.
And by the time tonight's done, that's going to be over 50. Yeah. Close to.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, wow. There you go. All right. Well, there's not much more I can say than that. That's all you need. Farm Sim, she's almost played it for 50 hours already.
And I would highly, highly recommend it. Like, people coming in, they're like, would you play this? It's like, I have sunk so many hours into this already. You need to play this game. Well, is it worth it for Farm Sim 22? I am never touching Farm Sim 22 ever again. Yes. Play this, please.
Yeah, someone in your chat said, I am watching you, and I'm actually impressed by the fact that these shenanigans have been going on, and we're just carrying on a normal interview at the same time.
Welcome to the stream.
We could have just gone that whole time and never addressed it, but now I did. Everyone did, I guess. Thanks for all the kind words, everyone. So for the GPS stuff, for the AI helper, I think that system it's pretty solid, but yeah, if you have some feedback, send it to us, of course. I've seen some funky things go on. There's always like best practices that I suggest. Like AI helpers are usually best if you just give them a fresh field get them in a decent spot near the corner if you're doing the headlands first, or like if you're gonna do the headlands at the end, if you're cultivating or something like that, it's gonna
Listen.
start in the middle of the field. So you kind of want to drive into the middle field, start them from there. But if they miss some lines here and there, they're not 100% perfect. Hopefully they're not missing too much. But if you're seeing some like really big stuff being missed, then definitely send in some bug reports to us.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. In terms of, I mean, so as a content creator, I play a lot of games. I play a lot of games just freshly released. I play a lot of early access games, and I am used to, for lack of a better word, BS. Farm Sim 25 has been great. No, it's been great. I have no complaints. There's maybe a bug here and there, but nothing that's been game breaking. Nothing where I've been like, wow, this is they decided to release this.
It really amazes me that like Giants, like we don't typically delay, like we don't delay our games, and like whether that is like a positive or negative, I think it's like really a positive. Like we make sure it's in a state that it's playable, that it's in a really good place, but we don't like delaying things. Like I'm not sure what's better at the end of the day, like delaying a game or to work on it a little bit more, or putting it out when you originally planned, but I think we get kind of the right mix of the two. And because our game is supported by community content and us, and over the few years that like each game cycle is, the work has already begun on the next update. You know, there's more machines to come, and in the future there's going to be more free content update patches, and of course bug fixes along the way, and all this other stuff added. So I think that it's in a really good place now. But yeah, it's been a smooth enough launch. It can never be perfect, but we're really happy with how it's gone, and we'll improve it from here. So definitely I want to hear feedback from people. We love you've done it. Well done. I like how this has just been going on during this whole interview. You can't even like laugh in the microphone. You're holding this so professionally. I don't know how you're doing it.
Sorry. Oh.
Oh shoot.
All right. Well, perfect. Guys, I think we're gonna leave Kermit because he's had a really long past few months, but he's had a really long night. Guys, say bye to Kermit. Yeah. Thank you for his time. Kermit, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us about the game, about everything, about, you know, just your experiences just even today. You are amazing. We appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks everyone. Thanks for your kind words, and best of luck tonight, Ultra. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing some more of your content when I can catch it soon.
Yeah, sounds
and I'll catch you all later. Bye, everyone.
Later. Bye. Okay, let me leave this call. Okay, I am so sorry. I can't multitask when I'm talking to someone. Guys, again, big thank you for Kermit. That was really, really sweet, really amazing. Quiet. Goddamn, we don't even have to talk or communicate to each other. We just instinctively have shenanigans on the mind, dude. And I appreciate that about you. I need to actually get some farming done, though. So, like, I'm gonna leave you on the roof quiet. Enjoy. Same brain, dude. Same shenanigans. But Stream Stickers was in here, and RoboMilker was in here, too. Stream Stickers, I don't know if you're still in here, but, dude, thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Stream Stickers is an app that is an overlay for your stream. You can do really fun redemptions and have sound alerts and things that show up on your screen. Stream Stickers, it was a real treat having you here. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm so sorry I wasn't able to chat with you. Chris coming with a Prime sub, and we have so many follows that came in. Guys, thank you so much. Sirius coming with a Tier 1 sub for 6 months too. Dude, thank you. And Lee Mac, thank you for coming in with a Tier 1 sub for 9 months total. Y'all are amazing, guys. If you guys don't know who I am, welcome. My name is Ultrasaurus. I am a mixed-race Canadian streamer, and we play a lot of simulation, survival, and strategy games. Right now, we are playing Farm Sim 25. I am an IRL farmer. So I take care of animals on a farm. If you guys have any questions for me about Farm Sim, about what I do on my farm, feel free to ask. As well as I also have a Bachelor of Science in Biology, so I know a lot about farming from a biological perspective. And I also really specialized in the animal ethics and welfare of animal agriculture too, if you guys do have questions about that too. McLovin, how are you? It's so good to see you. Welcome. You mean the thing we kept breaking on last Queet stream? Correct, yes. Ivar Vara, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome. You were in ads. Cool guy, I'm so sorry. I don't remember the answer, but if you rewatch the VOD, you would be able to hear it. Currently downing Farms Sim 25. Let's go. Okay. So, we need to bale this straw, but the baler might be being used by... Oh, it's not actually. Let's see here. I can't quite... Dude, I really want to give you another tractor, but we are dirt poor. I actually can't afford another tractor right now. Right on, dark. Yeah, I can see the difference. Friendly reminder, guys, too, we are on the front page of Twitch right now, so if you guys are from my community, make sure you guys are kind, make sure you guys are respectful, and we are role models in this stream for everybody coming in. When will you start to use your own mixed wagon? I am using my own mixed wagon. Wait, oh, I'm not. When that one empties. Oh, I just filled it up. Nappin, I'm realizing what I did wrong now. Dude, we're $500,000 in the hole right now. We are $500,000 in the hole. Gun Monkey Mark, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, guys. Right now we are making bales of straw. For those of you that don't know, straw is basically kind of the stalks that you get from grain. So it's kind of the stalky, leafy goodness. It's really, really dry, and it's primarily used for bedding for animals. You technically can add it to animal feed, you can give it to the animals, but straw has a very low carbohydrate content. It's got very low sugars and nutrients in it, so typically we don't want to be feeding this to the animals. But because it's so nice and dry, it is really, really good bedding. Colt, yeah, I do. Willie, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. I hope you guys are all having a lovely evening. The straw quality looks low. Like, graphically? Is that what you mean? Wyatt is gonna get bailed, dude. Wyatt is gonna get bailed. And so yeah, it's used for bedding. It's used to keep animals. It's a really nice insulating material too. It keeps animals nice and warm. And when you are housing animals like goats and sheep, animals where they have really tiny little poops, like it looks like rabbit poop almost. It's really hard to clean that every single day, and so what you do is you kind of put them in a two-part bedding system. So you do the first layer of bedding with something absorbable, so either pellets or sawdust, or there's lots of different materials that you can use. But you do that at the bottom layer, and that soaks up all of the urine, all of the wet stuff, and then you put straw on top. What happens is when the animals defecate and urinate, it kind of filters through the straw and goes into the lower levels of the bedding, so that the animals still have a nice and dry and clean bed to sleep in. And it's something that you typically, at least at the farm that I work at, we clean it once a week. Once a week is approximately when the top layer of straw starts to get wet, starts to get mucky. Should you get the 1-year bundle? The 1-year bundle, Colt, includes the season's pass. So what that means is when they release new content, Colt, that you automatically get it. Otherwise, if you don't get the 1-year bundle, when they have new DLC, a new season's pass, you have to purchase that separately. Colt, if you are someone that really enjoys this game, I would highly recommend that you get the 1-year bundle. But that's totally your call. That is up to you. Quiet is gonna go into space. Are you stopping this from ejecting? Is this you? Oh, we don't have automatic drop. Sorry, that's not you. That's me. Oh, bro, this was clogged. This was clogged. We're out on the front page talking about animal pee and poo. We are. This is all important stuff, though. This is all farming, right? As a farmer, as someone who takes care of animals, animal management, animal husbandry, you have to deal with manure, and you have to deal with making sure your animals are clean, they're well fed, and they're comfortable. That's literally farming. Half your job is just dealing with pee and poo. No, seriously. And as we found out through RoboMilker, apparently a lot of the dairy cows in Canada, it's very bougie. They get memory foam waterbeds. Memory foam waterbeds. How do you find the front page? Just go to twitch.tv. You'll see it right there. Right on the front page. And so it's really important, guys, with any animal, but especially with dairy cows, that they are happy and content. On the farm that I work at, it is a bit of a smaller farm, but we used to hand milk the cows. Memory foam water beds with chopped straw on top. Dude, your cows sleep better than me. So as someone who works on a smaller farm, we don't have any lactating cows right now, but we used to hand milk cows. We wouldn't use the automated milkers, which is what you would use on a larger farm when you have lots of cows. We only ever had one cow producing milk. And so in that situation, it doesn't make sense to have a very, very expensive piece of equipment automatically milking one cow on the farm, right? But as someone who hand milks cows, I can promise you, if the cow is not happy, if the cow is unhealthy, they produce less milk. And so it's really important for especially dairy farmers to have happy, healthy cows. My cows have a pricier mattress than I do. I didn't tell my wife what I spent on the cows' beds. And for everybody who's in chat right now, guys, RoboMilker is a Canadian dairy farmer. They run a dairy farm. And so if you guys, RoboMilker, I'm going to put you on the spot. Please tell me to stop if you don't want this. But if you guys have any questions for a real Canadian dairy farmer, RoboMilker here is in chat. We had the pleasure to chat with RoboFarmer earlier this year. We had talked a lot about farming. We compared and contrasted the differences between farm sim dairy farming and actual dairy farming. He's here for it. Okay, there you guys go. There you guys go. Thank you guys all for the follows, by the way. Thanks for hopping into the chat tonight. But I can promise you, I'm not even joking. If the cow was fussy, if the cow was having a bit of... Cows are like us. They can wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and sometimes they're just grumpy. We had a cow that was so fussy that unless she had a perfectly clean flake of hay, undisturbed, she didn't want it. She didn't want it. If you were using perfectly good hay, but it wasn't a fresh flake, she was like, no, I don't want that. And she would slap you in the face with her tail, and she would kick over the pail of milk. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. She was a princess. And so we had to give her fresh flakes, and after eating it for 15 minutes, she would decide, no, this flake isn't fresh enough. I want another one. And she would start swiping her tail again, right? And I can promise you, on the days where I was like, no, stop being a diva, stop being a princess, you can deal. You have your hay, you're good. And I wouldn't go to get her a fresh flake. On those days, I got less milk because she was not happy. She was very unsatisfied with the situation. And so, like, it's something as little as that, personal preferences, but happy cows produce more milk. And dairy farmers know this. Dairy farmers want to do the best they can to provide what they can for their cows. So, you guys, let me make sure I'm not missing anything in chat here. How do you get that menu to back up in the upper left? Mine disappeared. Guys, what's the hotkey for that? There's a hotkey for that. I don't remember what it is. Chat, how do you do that? DeRuiter, yeah, there's a study about that. There is a scientific study. It's in an actual scientific journal. F1. There you go. If you're on console, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to help you. But there is a scientific study that showed that when you play classical music for cows, and this was one, I don't know how many studies there's been, but this one study showed that the cows actually produced higher amounts of milk when you play classical music. You stole Quiet's toy? He had a toy? Wyatt, do you want to grab the other tractor and start collecting the bales from the straw here? Coastal and Fazurp, do you guys want to do some contract work? I would highly recommend you don't do the forestry stuff, because that stuff was a real pain in the butt for me. But speaking about... Do you guys know? PM! Coming in with a raid, party of 18. Welcome, welcome, raiders. How are you guys all doing? It's so good to see you. Thanks for hopping in here. I hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely day. Smitty, are you doing okay? Smitty, do you need help? What do you feed Quiet? Those bales are heavy. I give him Weetabix. Oh, wait. Is someone else picking up the bales? Oh, that's fine. I don't care who does what. It doesn't matter. PM, can we get a shout out for them? What were you playing? What were you up to? Please tell us about your stream. For everybody who's hopping into the stream right now, either through the raid or through the front page of Twitch, welcome. My name is Ultrasaurus. I'm a mixed-race Canadian streamer, and we do a lot of simulation, survival, and strategy games here. I'm playing Farm Sim 25. I actually do work on an IRL farm. I take care of animals. We take care of cows, chickens, donkeys, horses, pigs, sheep, and goats. And I also do have a Bachelor of Science in Biology, where I did a lot of work with animal ethics and welfare. No, Smitty, that's okay. Korea, thank you for the follow. PM, thank you for the follow too. The follow. Found you on the front page. You love this game. Welcome, guys. We're going to be playing this game all week. So if you guys like this content, you guys like the science conversations, or you guys just like the general vibe of the stream, thank you all for the follows, and thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Do you guys know... PM, I'm wishing you a very nice stream. You're playing Farm Sim 25. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much. I hope you had a lovely stream with Farm Sim 25. If you guys are looking for other streamers that are also playing Farm Sim 25, definitely go and check out PM. PM, I'm going to shoot you follow here. I'm going to shoot you follow. Thanks so much for coming in here at the raid, dude. I appreciate you. That was very sweet. So let's talk a little bit more about animal welfare. Do you guys know how scientists have figured out how to give animals the best welfare? They've done experiments. They've done tests. There's papers on this. Do you know how they've figured out what's important to cows? What's important to chickens? Do I have badgers on my farm? No, I do not have badgers on my farm. Common sense? No. Well, that's the thing, though. You can't just have common sense. If you're doing science, if you're trying to prove something and have evidence, you can't just use common sense. You have to use methods and ways of being able to measure a result, to be like, yes, actually, this is a thing. It's animal experimentation, but not in the way that you believe. So there's a really cool test that scientists have done on, it's been done on a variety of animals. And you can extrapolate this to any animal. But it's a weighted door test. And what this means is you use a very heavy door. And you use that door to find out how much each activity means to an animal. So at first, you have the door, and it has no weights on it, nothing. And you provide the animal with food, you provide it with all of the really good things that animals need, and if they want it, they will go through the door to access food, to access water, to access each other for socialization. And so, let's use chickens as an example, okay? So, end of the day, the best way that we can base our science is if an animal wants something just as much as they want food and water, it's really important, right? Are you guys following me? Food and water is important. I don't know if you guys know that. It's very important. And so chickens do things like they like perching on, well, they're perches, but they basically like sitting on an elevated piece of wood or a platform. They like being up high. Chickens also like dust bathing. They like to dust their feathers in a dust bath, and it keeps them nice and clean and it makes them happy. And so how scientists determine, well, how important is that to them, is they'll have the door and they'll have a perch. And the chicken goes through the door to sit on the perch. And then the next day, they add some weights to the door. They make the door a little bit heavier. So now, the door is not as easy for the chicken to get through. The chicken has to put in more work and more effort to access the perches. And basically what they do is they go day by day adding more and more weights to the door. And it basically shows in a measurable way, in an observable way, what's important to the chicken, right? And so maybe a chicken is willing to push more weight to access perches than it is to access a dust bath. That's saying that to a chicken, having access to a perch is more important to it. It's willing to expend more energy to access a perch than a dust bath. How do chickens lay their eggs in a box and not anywhere else? Mortar, they lay their eggs everywhere. So I work on a farm and I've seen chickens laying eggs in the silliest places. Our chickens are free range. They have full run of the farm. And I can promise you, chickens don't go to... They like lay boxes. They like the boxes. They're nice and clean. It's quiet. It's easy for them to lay their eggs in there. But I promise you, chickens do not exclusively lay eggs there. They will lay their eggs in all sorts of silly places. Thank you all for the follows, by the way. And so we've used that scientific process to determine what do we need to provide for farm animals to give them the best life. As you work on a farm, how real is Farm Sim 25? It's pretty good. It's a very well simulated game. This game is amazing. I've already played well over 40 hours since Friday. I highly recommend if you guys like farm sims, if you guys want to try this out. It replicates farming actually quite well. And so that's why, especially with cows, and RoboMilker knows this too, cows really like, they're called cow scratchers. They're big giant brushes where cows get, and they're rotating. They give the cows a really nice massage and scratch, increases blood circulation. Cows love scratchers. And with these same experiments, cows would push a weighted door, a very heavy door, to access these things because that was important to them. They really liked this. And so that's how we know, through these studies, the best way to provide things for the animals so that we can give them, improve their welfare, improve their happiness, improve just everything for them. And there's a bunch of different things that you can look at too. It's a really interesting field, animal ethics and welfare. There's other things that you can look at too, biologically with an animal too. So animals like horses, we have a measurable thing called, it's a face pain scale, which sounds silly. But there are certain things that horses do that show varying levels of pain. And if you look at their eyes, if you look at the muscles around their mouth, if you look at the angle of their ears, if you look at the tension above their eyes, those are all things that can give you indications as to whether or not an animal is in pain or not. As a casual gamer, Farm Sim 25 is worth the upgrade. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm never going to touch Farm Sim 25 ever again. So there's something called, it's called the equine pain scale. And, you know, we've observed a variety of horses and varying stages of pain. And you can use that to gauge if a horse is in discomfort, is in medical distress, is not feeling well. Other things that you can use is you can use cortisol, which is a stress hormone. You can look at that. There's also another stress hormone called ACTH. You can observe that too. But you have to be careful with that because sometimes the body releases stress hormones anyways. If you change environments, if the temperature drops, if you saw a scary plastic bag in the field, your stress hormones are going to go up too. So it's a little bit fickle trying to gauge stress and pain with hormones and I guess by testing their blood. And then the other problem with that is that if an animal is perpetually in a state of stress, it's not happy. You can't actually use those hormones to gauge stress and happiness because, and this applies to people too. If you're constantly put in a stressful situation, your body gets used to it and your body stops putting you in fight or flight zone because it's like, well, this is the normal. We're not gonna die from this. I don't know, but the body learns to stop releasing those stress hormones if you are in a perpetual long-term state of stress. And so sometimes you'll find animals that are maybe in not so good conditions, but you won't actually be able to find a difference in those stress hormones because they've been in that situation for so long that the body just stops going to fight or flight. It stops releasing those hormones. Yeah, sorry, did I say the opposite, Chris? Sorry, definitely Farm Sim 25 is worth the upgrade, right, guys. It's worth the upgrade. I'm chasing quiet with a tractor. Yes, I am. I did? I misspeak. Sorry.
Hey,
Farm Sim 25 is really good. That's what I meant. Thank you guys for the follows and welcome to the stream. We're talking a lot about farm animals. We're talking a lot about biology, and I also work on a farm.
Hey, listen.
Chickens are extremely social animals. They have so at the farm that I work at, we have free-range chickens. We have about 30 chickens altogether. Riverbend, we're doing all right. Thanks for asking. Quiet literally looks like quiet, and I love that. I love that for us. Hi. What can we even plant right now? So it's July. We can't actually plant anything. But in September we can plant some more wheat. So we're gonna leave this field be. Actually, Quiet, would you like to cultivate this field? You're gonna have to move the baler out of here, but there's a green cultivator if you wanted to do that. If you don't want to do that and you just want to follow me around and meme, that's also okay too. Wait, you're wearing the same thing as me. What? Yeah, chickens are very social animals, and they even have little cliques. They have their little, even within the group of 30 chickens that we have, they have friendships. They have chickens they like. They have chickens that they don't like. They have chickens that they constantly hang out with. They're extremely social animals. They love interacting with one another. And they have, for those of you that don't interact with chickens, I can promise you, chickens are very smart. Chickens have unique personalities. I'm not even joking. When I listen to the chickens, and I can't even see them, just by sound, I can hear which chickens are making sounds or not. I know. And there's certain ones that are super fussy, super loud. One of them loves laying eggs in the goat stall. She will not stop laying eggs there. And she knows she's not supposed to make eggs there. We're on front page, Julie. Thank you. Don't look at your shoes. Bro, are you wearing Birkenstocks on the farm? You're not, but that's, dude, you need to wear some work-safe friendly shoes. You can't. I'm gonna walk away from that. I can't deal with that right now. Yeah, so the chickens on the farm, this one that lays eggs in the goat stall, she knows she's not supposed to. And so the moment you make eye contact with her, and she sees you, and you see her in the goat stall, she starts screaming. She's like, and I'm like,
Listen.
Pudding, you're not supposed to go in there. You know that. And because, you know, we don't need an egg rotting and going bad in the goat stall, especially if no one finds it, right? So, you know, you pick her up and you put her in the lay box, you put her somewhere else, and she is so fluffed. She is so fluffed. She is so mad. She's just like, no. Cass or Dingo, right? How are you? We're talking about farming. We're talking about chickens. We're talking about biology, and we're talking about farming in Canada. Trainer to lay eggs in the carton. Quiet, bro. Wait, what are you wearing now? They added Crocs into this game? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, you love it when chickens fluff up like that? She was so mad. She was so mad. Maybe she wanted more privacy. There's usually a lot of privacy in the egg-laying box, though. And jorts. Good lord, dude. Good lord. Crocs are not farm safe. No, they're not. So Quiet, I can get you set up with the cultivator if you want. For Zerp, if you want to put the straw wherever you want, wherever it fits, wherever it's not going to be in the way. When I lay eggs, I like privacy, to be fair. Whoops, I said too much. Gonna be wearing the firefighting outfit? I love that for you. If you want to cultivate that field, Quiet, with this, you're welcome to. If you want me to do it, I'm also okay with doing that. What do you say? Oops. Who parked the planter? The planter way out there? That was me. I'll do it. You supervise? I can supervise. Alright, I'll set up for you, buddy. Yeah, no, chickens are really fun. So, fun fact, guys. A lot of you guys here in chat right now, some of you guys are from Europe and some of you guys are from North America. Did you guys know that North America and Europe, they deal with their milk and their chicken eggs differently? So here in North America, we wash all of our eggs. The food safe people have determined that washing your eggs is the best thing to do to get rid of bacteria. And so when we wash eggs, we actually naturally remove they have an antibacterial coating on the eggs naturally. When we wash the eggs, we remove that. So here in North America, we get eggs in the fridge because it helps extend the life of them. Because they don't have that coating on it, we have to store them in the fridge to keep them safe for us to eat. Well, Centarius, in Europe, they've deemed it safer to keep that natural coating. And so it's very normal in Europe to see someone with just a carton of eggs on their countertop and not in the fridge. And so it's really about, for me personally, when I work on my farm, the eggs, if I do choose to bring them home, if they look clean, I don't wash them. I leave them. I keep that antibacterial coating on it. Mind you, I work on a very small farm, so I'm able to do that, right? But if the egg is looking really mucky, really messy, like a chicken super duper did a poop on it, that's when I will wash the egg. I always keep my eggs in the fridge, no matter what, but even if the eggs are bought directly from a farm rather than store-bought, Twerpitude, listen to my verbiage. In North America, according to Food Safe, according to the food regulations, you need to wash the eggs to sell them. Are you paying attention to the verbiage? I'm Some people do some under-the-table stuff, okay? But according to Food Safe rules and regulations in North America, the eggs need to be washed. Jay, how are you? Dude, we're having a good time. We're talking about farming. We're playing Farm Sim. We're having a lot of fun here. Where is the store? Shellshock, are you on the Riverbend Springs map or the other map? We're doing really well, Jay. Jay's another fantastic female content creator if you guys want to go and check her out. Jay, would you ever be interested in Farm Sim? Yeah, no, it's really cool. So the same thing goes for milk. Not the antibacterial coating, but here in North America, we pasteurize our milk. All of the milk that is sold needs to be pasteurized as by rules and regulations. And so the milk that we have, we store it in the fridge to maintain the integrity of it. But it's really, really cool. Can I name animals in the game? You can't. But in Europe, they do something. It's basically an ultra pasteurization of milk. They pasteurize it at a higher temperature than we do in North America. When you do that in Europe, you can technically have milk sitting on shelves in the grocery store unrefrigerated. Which to me, I'm sure it's fine and it's safe. I live in North America. I'm not used to seeing that. But that's not unheard of in Europe. That's a thing. This game looks fun. Did you just start it today? I've been playing it since Friday, Jay. Farmer Dave, this game is fantastic. I've put in over 40 hours into it. We are having a lot of fun here. It's great, and I like, Wyatt is right now, he's cultivating one of our fields. We can't plant anything in here right now. Actually, ooh, I'd be curious if, does this field need to be, ooh, does it need to be rolled? No, it doesn't need lime. It doesn't need to be rolled. So that's good. Yeah, fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff. Different parts of the world deal with animal products differently. You can get shelf-stable milk in Canada as well. It's labeled UHT. RoboMilker, have you ever actually seen that in stores? I've never seen that in stores before. I'm not saying it's not a thing. All I'm saying is, at least the grocery stores that I've gone to, I've never seen it. Yes, you have. Have you? Does it taste different? When you milk cows on your farm, do you drink the raw milk? No, I don't. So, for me personally, I think it's safer to pasteurize it. So I always pasteurize my milk. I personally don't think it's worth the risk to not pasteurize it. I don't think you lose many of the... People argue that you lose, I don't know, some health benefits from the milk. I don't think you really do. And even if you do, it's not worth the risk of getting sick from some really horrible bacteria or disease, right? Dress for the part, John. I'm wearing my work uniform right now. This is my actual farming overall. So if you guys haven't seen it before, this is what I wear on the farm. And it's got holes in it. It's awful. I need to probably get new overalls. These are well-used and well-loved overalls, and they are very thin now, too. Like, you know when you wear jeans for so long, like, the material is thin and it doesn't work as well? Dollar Tree has UHT milk? Oh my goodness. If you look for it, you can find it in the grocery stores, too, but they always sell it out of the fridge. North Americans think it's weird if it's not stored. Oh, RoboMilker. I'll take a look at that. I didn't know that. I'll look for that next time in the grocery store. That's super neat. Why denim for overalls for working on a farm? Because it's an added layer of protection and, sorry, swapping scenes. It's an added layer of protection. Protects me from things that might potentially scrape me on the farm, but also keeps the poo off of me. Is there really only one lime spreader? Let me take a look, guys. Let's take a look at the lime spreaders here. So it would be in yield improvements. And it would be fertilizer spreader? This does lime. Ooh, yeah, there might be. So the Brettle does lime. I don't think there's spray lime. I don't think that's a thing. Yeah, it's just the... I didn't realize that. It's just the one lime machine. Denim is sturdy and easy to wash and relatively affordable. Yeah. You use common overalls instead? What are common overalls? What does that mean?
Hey, listen.
Hi, Alice. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. So... Chat, I want you to listen very closely to what I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all should do one thing or another. I'm telling you guys what I do, and I'm telling you guys what the regulations are. Okay? I'm not attacking anyone. I'm not telling you guys how to live your lives. But I'm letting you know how I do things, and I'm letting you know what the rules and regulations are. Okay? That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. Well, Mighty Goose, the reason why people... So, here's the thing. Drinking milk, especially... look back into history 1,000, 2,000 years ago. Drinking milk was an added way to increase your survival rate. It was an easy access way to access calories and access protein. And so that's why we developed this. I mean, historically, in evolutionary life, the evolutionary history of humans is it was an added thing that we could add to our diets where we could easily get increased calories, get increased nutrients, and increased protein. That's why we do it. Also, cheese is delicious. Okay, hi, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Guys, again, if you guys are just hopping in here, my name is Ultrasource. I'm a mixed-race Canadian streamer. I do farm in an actual small little farm. I take care of animals. And I do have a Bachelor of Science in Biology. We play Farm Sim. We've played Farm Sim for a while. And we're having a really great time here. We have a couple fields in process. Ooh. I guess we haven't baled this field yet. Do we have a spare tractor?
Hey, listen.
Whose tractor is this? This ain't mine. This is mine. We can bale with this. Colt, we know where you stand with that. We know where you stand on that. How much milk on average do you get from one cow a week? So our cows aren't currently lactating. But when they were lactating, we got as much as... So we weighed the milk in pounds. Which is on the small farm, that's the only way that we could do it. Pounds with milk, I believe, don't necessarily directly correlate to liters because milk doesn't weigh the same as water, I'm pretty sure. But when the cows were at the peak of their lactation, we have Jersey cows, by the way, they were producing approximately up to 14 pounds in the morning, 10 pounds in the afternoon. We milked them 3 times a day. And maybe 8 pounds in the evening, so... Chat, math, what is that? 1 liter of milk weighs approximately 1.05 kg. Robo, you probably have that, like, right off the top of your head, too, eh? Hi, Manas, how are you doing? So I did 14, 10, and 8. So 22, so roughly 32 pounds of milk a day. That's at the peak lactation, though. Over time, as a cow goes through its lactation period, that drops over time. We were able to milk her for... I think we milked her for close to 3 years. Close to 3 years. About 4 gallons. Am I a paleontologist? I am not a paleontologist, but I have taken dinosaur courses at university. I do have a basic knowledge of dinosaurs, and I love dinosaurs. No, I feel like my math is off. She was definitely producing more than 4 gallons of milk a day. She was at least producing like 2 jugs of milk every single day. All right, guys, we're gonna make some silage here. We're gonna lower this. We're gonna turn it on. It's gonna give me 1 bale of straw before we do anything else, and that's okay. I find cows so interesting. Any animal really, but mainly cows. Cows are so cool. I learned this the other day, by the way, so if you guys don't know...
Hey, listen.
Cows have rough tongues. Didn't see that the setting for wrapping bales has it changed. With this machine, you just go. It'll do it automatically.
Listen.
Cows have rough tongues, and if you don't know what that means, it's like a cat. Cats have rough tongues. And when a cow licks you, it doesn't feel nice. It's literally like a giant cat. That follow notification, do you like it? And so, But it's curious, right? But it's curious because sheep don't have rough tongues. Goats don't have rough tongues. And so I looked it up, and apparently... Oh, is it milk to go? Joya, Natural, and probably others. Oh, I recognize those brands. Okay, I will catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. It is a very fancy baler, yeah. So the primary reason for cows having that rough tongue is it helps them clean their noses. Cows do this thing where they lick their noses. They literally stick their tongue straight up into their nose. And they lick both nostrils. I think it both cleans it but keeps it moist. Yeah, it's like sandpaper. They also use their tongues to groom each other, but when I googled this, apparently that's the primary reason, is to clean their noses out. Isn't that wild? They can't hold a hanky, that's true. That's true. So we're farming, guys. Right now, we are collecting grass with our baling machine. The grass is getting wrapped up in plastic, and what happens is it sits in game for a little bit and it ferments. When you ferment grass in these plastic casings, it turns into what we call silage. Silage is a big part of, especially dairy cow diets.
Listen.
Has a lot of moisture, a lot of bacteria, a lot of good nutrients for them. And you can only do that from grass. Hay is dried grass. So if we were making hay bales, we would take a tedder and we would ted the grass. It spreads it out and helps dry it. And then we would bale it. Thank you all for the follows, by the way. I appreciate it. If you guys have questions for me, if you guys have questions for RoboMilker, who is also a Canadian dairy farmer, feel free to ask. Someone moved and raked that field real well. They really did, Fizerp. They really did. Is that tongue quality all bovine species? Buffalo and bison do that too. Yeah, no, if you watch, they like lick their... Do you guys want to see a video of it? Here, hold on. No, it's really funny what they do. It's kind of, I guess we don't lick our noses, but here, let's see here. Mordor, you asked, what did you ask? 4 gallons of milk a day from one cow. I said, I think, oh, hold on.
Listen.
That was the other question. Wife and I are trying to homestead, trying to find land in our area. I'm always looking to soak up as much info as possible. I'm so confused. Hold on. Where was your... Do you mean like the homesteading comment? Hi, Albert. Welcome. You think it's gross, personally? You don't like licking your own boogers? Cow licks nose. Yeah, so it looks like this, guys. It looks like this. Let me just make sure I don't have any weird tabs open. Okay, you guys ready for this? That's weird music. We don't need to listen to the music, but that's what they do when they lick their noses. They literally, they get the tongue right up in there and they clean it out. You can watch this in slow motion if you want to. That's what cows do. They go and they stick their tongue right up there and they clean out their noses. One of your uncles does the same. So these are beef cattle that you guys are seeing in this video, by the way. These are not dairy cows. Yeah, that's why they have rough tongues. It's so they can do that and they can clean out their noses. They get right up in there. Yeah, look at them. They're really cute. Yeah. You don't have... I don't have top teeth, so I can do that too. Actually, yeah, if you guys don't know that. Cows, they don't have the incisors. They don't have incisors in the front of their mouth. And so if you lifted the top lift... the top lift... I can't talk. If you lifted the top lip of a cow, there's just gum. That's it. They do have molars in the back, but they're not like horses. Horses have top and bottom incisors that they use to like grab grass and rip it out of the ground and pick up food. Cows, sheep, and goats, they don't have that. They don't have that. I guess that would help with cleaning the nose. Yeah, I just realized that. Do cows ever do misplaced sneezes? They do misplaced coughs. So if they're coughing, especially if they're a dairy cow on like a high calorie diet, if they cough, sometimes some like liquid poo shoots out of them. Ask me how I know. Yeah, that's normal. That's how they are. That's how the species are. So, antelope, they're the same way. Deer are the same way too. It's not just farm animals. It's a whole. It's all of the. I believe all ruminants, all foregut fermenting animals. They don't have the upper row of incisors. How do I know? How do I know all of this information? How do you feed cows in this game? You can either drop bales of hay or silage in front of their stall. There's a little spot marked where you can drop bales. Or right now we have a wagon. It's a kind of a animal feed foraging wagon, and I drop a bunch of different materials, silage, hay, straw, and animal minerals. It mixes it all up and it feeds them. Oh, how do I know about the poop? So I was milking the cow and it decided to do a lot of coughing. So thankfully I was not in the danger zone. I was not in the splash zone, but my coworker definitely was. My coworker was in the splash zone. Another fun fact, guys. Also, do we want to talk more about farm sim? Do you guys want to talk about farming? Like, what do you guys want to hear about? As to the taste difference, I'm not sure. I've never done a taste test. At home, I drink fresh milk from the tank, unhomogenized. Really? Do you shake up your milk before you drink it then? Milk to go, you go for the flavored ones, and Joya and Trell is their protein-enriched products. Cool. Cool. That's really cool, Robo Milker. This might show my PC name. We didn't see it, so if you want to back out and change it, you can, Spiritus. Does the baler use a lot of silage wrap? It does. So if you can see on the bottom... Oh, you can't see because my camera's covering it. Let me move my camera for 2 seconds. It has bale wrap right there. And it's almost all out, so we're going to have to fill that up soon, okay? What do you know about goats and farm sim versus IRL? We've done a little bit of goat farming in farm sim earlier on Friday. 4.25% fat, baby. So wait, hold on. But you mostly have Holsteins though, don't you, Robo Milker? I always assumed that Holsteins had approximately 3.5 fat percent, and I think Jersey cows are 5 to 6% fat. So, am I wrong about the fat percentage of Holstein cows? So, if you guys don't know, the milk that you buy in a grocery store, it's homogenized. And what that means is, and Robo Milker can correct me if I'm misspeaking, because I'm not a milk expert, I know a little bit, but they basically filter the milk out through like tiny, tiny little holes that fully incorporates and mixes the fat content and the milk content of the milk together. So that when you guys drink your milk in the morning, when you pour your milk for cereal, you don't just get a big blob of fat that comes out with it, right? You never have to worry about a layer of fat in the milk that you buy at the grocery store. That's what homogenization does. Is it makes it so you have nice milk to pour. Yeah, my new craft. We filter. When I used to take milk home from the farm, we would filter it too. But what do I know about goats? Wrap roll is empty. Refill to continue the work. Okay, we can do that. So we're gonna refill the bale wrap, and I would like it in green, please. We got green wraps now. Yeah, no, now it's jaded. Now you have to buy the wrap. You have to buy the nets. It's cool. That wasn't in Farm Sim 22. I still shake the milk bottle and mix it all up. Doesn't it also do a soft boil? I'm not sure about that. I don't actually know all that much detail about how we actually process our milk, besides we homogenize it and we pasteurize it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brett. I hope it ships soon. Melovella, hello, welcome. You're right, Holstein used to be lower. So, for those of you that don't know, Holstein cows, they're a dairy cow. Those are the very typical black and white cow that you guys see in pictures. Holstein cows are the primary producer of milk for a lot of places. They're very large cows. They produce a lot of milk, and that's why we use them. Other places, they will use cows like Jersey cows. Jersey cows don't produce as much milk, but you'll see them on smaller farms because they're usually their disposition, which means kind of their personality and who they are. Jersey cows have a easier disposition. They're easier to handle, easier to work with, and their milk also has a higher fat content than the Holstein cow. But consumer preference for dairy fat versus dairy protein has shifted. So we've been breeding Holsteins for higher fat percentage. No way! I didn't know that. Oh, Rebel Milker, I love learning these things from you. I love learning these things from you. Diet also affects this too. Okay. The average has probably shifted from about 3.5 to 4.2 in the last 10 to 15 years. I didn't know that. I'm getting updated on my cow and milk literature here. Yeah, that's really cool. Your family had a bulk tank that had an agitator to help homogenize the milk. Cool, cool. That's really awesome. Welcome back, cool guy. What does the farmer think about at 10:30 a.m. in the field? Actually, Ivo lol. So when I work on the farm, I work for 10.5 hours. I am cleaning water buckets, refilling them. I'm feeding the animals. I'm cleaning the animals. I'm emptying their stalls. I'm prepping food for the next day. And I've been there for 8 years. So a lot of the work that I do, it doesn't take a lot of brain power to do it anymore. It's all natural muscle memory. I don't even have to think about my day. Working at the farm is the best time to contemplate life. I think about all the things in my life. I think about my friends. I think about my family. I think about, I don't know, maybe I'm having a problem with someone. I'm trying to work out, you know, how can I make this better? How can I fix this? I think about, it's like shower thoughts is the best way to describe it. You know, when you're in the shower and you kind of contemplate light? It's the same thing with farming. Farming is very zen-like, very repetitive. I don't have to think much when I do it, and so it's definitely my time to reflect on life and to reflect on things, and it's very peaceful. Hiding from the IRS. Oh my god, are you okay? Yeah, 5 times speed, 1 day equals 1 month. You got it, dude. You got it. Hi, inactive. I thought you had to put in your 2 weeks out there. Yeah, so no, inactive. What I did was I was working there almost full time. And when I made the jump from working on the farm to content creation, I'm still there 1 day a week. So I'm still on there working 10.5 hours every week, but my hours are greatly reduced. I still need to make sure inactive that I still have some degree of guaranteed confirmed income. And so, and I like the farm. I do like the farm. Like forgetting about pay, forgetting about job stability. I like hanging out with the animals. I like taking care of them. I've some of these animals I've known for 8 years now, right? I can't. Oh, I don't want to cry on stream, but I can't just abandon them. I just can't leave them. Like I really care about them, you know? German black pied cattle are the ones you see in Europe mostly. Okay, cool. And those are dairy cows, or what type of cows are those? Feisty Panda, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm sentimental. Yes. That was one of my favorite things when we got to do a stream with Robo Milker, was that hearing from him. So my experience on a farm is a little bit different. I have a smaller farm than Robo Milker, and we have a variety of animals. We don't just have dairy cows, and it was really nice chatting. That was actually one of my favorite things about chatting with Robo Milker, was learning the cows all had names. He had personal stories with some of the cattle that he has too on his farm, and I don't know, it makes me really proud of Canadian dairy farmers. We care about the animals. There's an investment about, they're not just a number. They're not just a cow out on a field. They have personalities. They have names. We build these relationships with them, right? Feisty, it's so good to have you in here. How have you been doing? So here's the thing. So fun fact, guys. If you don't know this about Canada, Canada's dairy system is very unique. It is not like the United States of America. Canadian dairy farmers work on a supply and demand system where Canadian dairy farmers only produce as much milk as our country needs. We do not export our milk. We do not sell our milk out. We produce enough milk to sustain the Canadian population through both milk and dairy products. And in doing that, it's actually a really cool system. It means that you can't have the big intensified agriculture that you guys see in the United States of America. Each farm, Canada, supply managed. Thank you, that's a better word. That is the technical term, supply managed. So each farm, and RoboMilker, please, if I misspeak, please correct me. It's been a while since I learned all of this in school. It's been a couple of years now. But essentially, dairy farmers have to purchase a license. And the license allows them to have a certain number of cows on their farm. With that number of cows, they are told, okay, with these number of cows, you can produce this much milk. And there's a bit of a range, but you get penalized if you produce too much milk. And I believe you also get penalized if you don't produce enough milk. If you want to have more cows on your farm, you have to purchase a more expensive license. And it gets to the point where you're no longer making a profit from having more cows. And so Canada, what I love about Canada is it supports smaller dairy farms. It supports smaller farmers. It doesn't encourage the intensification of agriculture like other parts of the industry. And so in the United States of America, you'll see dairy farms with thousands of cows. You won't see that in Canada. You will not see that in Canada at all. If you produce more milk and you have more cows, you're going to get fined for that. You're not going to make a profit off of that. The benefit of that is there's job security for Canadian dairy farmers, meaning the dairy farmers, they see your farm, they see your cows, they say, hey, we need you to produce this much milk to supply Canadians. And they go, okay. And a good example of job production is they basically go, you produce this much milk, we'll give you this much money, right? When COVID happened and everything closed down and coffee shops were closed, restaurants were closed, there was less milk being distributed and consumed throughout Canada. Dairy farmers still got paid. It doesn't matter that Starbucks wasn't able to purchase as much milk as they normally did. There is some degree of job protection for Canadian dairy farmers through the supply managed system. It's very unique. I believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, it is the only kind of agricultural thing that is supply managed in Canada. So it's not the same for eggs, it's not the same for poultry, it's not the same for beef or pigs or anything else. But it's something that the dairy farmers of Canada, that's how they run their business, that's how they conduct it. And I think it's really cool. I think it's great to know that our dairy farmers are protected. And as someone who loves animal ethics and welfare, I think it's really good that it encourages smaller farmers. It encourages not having a farm with thousands and thousands of cattle. Thank you all for the follows. Welcome. If you guys are getting to know me, I'm Ultrasaurus. I'm a mixed race Canadian streamer. We do a lot of simulation, survival, and strategy games here. We've been playing Farm Sim all week. I'll continue to play Farm Sim all week. I also work on a very small farm, and I have a Bachelor of Science in Biology, where I did a lot of my education on the animal and ethics The welfare and ethics of animals in agriculture. Oh, really? Whoa! Hold on. Correction. In Canada, dairy, eggs, chicken, and turkeys and hatching eggs are supply managed. That's really... You know what, Robo Milker? That's really weird because the courses that I took in university, they only mentioned dairy. They actually didn't mention any of those other parts of agriculture, so that's really cool. So Robo Milker, I'm coming from the perspective of, you know, I like smaller farms. I like seeing our farmers being protected. I like seeing that things aren't just like these absolutely huge industrial farms like you see out in the United States of America. I'm just wondering, how do you like the supply managed system? We tend to have all the attention for supply management. What are your thoughts on that? That's really good to hear, my dude. I didn't know that. And I think that's fantastic. Mine, are you in Canada or the States or in Europe? Thank you guys all for hanging out, by the way, especially those of you who've come in from you're in Quebec, gotcha. Especially for those of you who come in through the front page of Twitch. We're having a lot of fun farming. We are currently baling grass into silage bales. We are almost done this job, and we're having a good time. I think Quiet is still on the farm. Quiet is also another streamer. Quiet will also be streaming Farm Sim 25. If you guys are not familiar with Quiet, mods, if we can get a shout out for them, I would appreciate that. Definitely go and check them out. Good friend of the stream, highly entertaining, fantastic content creator, and a very good friend of ours. We currently rent out our fields to the neighbor farmers. Okay. The biggest advantage of supply management is that we can plan for the long term. Thanks, mods. What are we breaking today, Ultra? Nothing, because I never break anything. Azrael, how are you doing? It's good to see you, friend. How have you been enjoying your Farm Sim 25, dude? But can we talk about a little bit more of a serious topic, guys? Are you guys okay if I talk about something that's related to farming, related to agriculture, but it's not a horrible topic, but it's not a happy one. But it's a really good example of why it's really important that especially politicians, lawmakers, and people who lead our countries are well informed about the decisions that they make. It provides a lot of stability. Ooh. So rather than going for maximum production, we can focus on efficiency and sustainability. RoboMilker, I love that. And when we did the collab together, we talked a lot about how with your farm, RoboMilker, your farm is there's a cycle, there's circulation, there's the reusing of products. So the manure from your cows gets put back into the fields where you guys grow corn, where you guys grow alfalfa and hay. And that in turn goes back into the cows. And we're increasing biodiversity in the area. We're increasing, like, there's a full cycle to it. It's not just, hey, I milk cows. There's more to it than that. It's really cool and interesting. You love to be educated? Yeah, we'll wait for the ad stand and then I'll talk about something else here, guys. Thank you all for the follows, by the way. I hope you guys are all having a lovely evening. Thanks for hanging out with us. It means the world to me. And I'm really happy that you guys are interested in talking about farming and animals and biology and just animal ethics and welfare. It means a lot to me. I heard one of my friends say that they live on a dairy farm, so that they had to dump their milk at one point. I don't know the specifics about that. I'm not a dairy farmer. I'm not well educated on that system, but that is something that sometimes has to happen. I will say I know specifically if like the milk is contaminated, something's happened to it. That is definitely when you would be dumping milk. It's public safety and health, right? Investing in soil health will pay for a return for the next 20 to 30 years or more, but cost a bit in the short term. Did you add the day one mods? I didn't actually, Azrael. I didn't. I'm so sorry. So something that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's not well known. A lot of people don't know anything about this, by the way. But it's a good conversation to be had, and it is a good example of the need to be educated about topics before we make very life-changing decisions. Oh no, Azrael, no way. So, did you guys know that horses are slaughtered for meat in North America? And these aren't horses that we raise on a farm for the purpose of meat production. These are horses that maybe weren't the greatest at racing on the track. These are horses that are too old and can't be used anymore. These are horses where they were someone's lesson pony and they rode them for years and they outgrew the pony and basically horses that end up in auction end up in the meat industry. If a horse doesn't have a job, there are meat buyers at auctions that purchase them for slaughter. And so the sad thing is people who send their horses to these auctions, they don't realize that that's a very real reality. These could have been horses that someone rode them for 15 years and they just couldn't afford to ride them anymore. And it's really, really sad. It's awful that more people don't realize this and they don't know this. That when you send a horse to auction, you are sending it to potentially be slaughtered. Now, listen to this. Listen to this, though. We're going to have ones and twos in chat. So if we live in America, guys, we live in the United States of North America. And I said to you, hey, chat, I want to ban horse slaughter. I don't want horses to be slaughtered. I think that's wrong. Ones in chat if you want horse slaughter to be banned in the United States of America. Twos in chats if you don't want it to be banned. And this is there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. Ones in chat if you think we should ban horse slaughter in the United States of America, and twos in chats if you think we should keep it. John says this feels like a trap. I'm choosing two. So, hi, and we're doing all right. How are you? Okay, there's actually a very even mix of ones and twos in chat. So, in the United States of America, they actually did pass that rule, by the way. Lawmakers and government officials were approached, and people said, hey, I don't think we should slaughter horses in the United States of America. What do you think? And all of the politicians said, oh my God, that sounds horrible. We don't like that. And they banned horse slaughter in the United States of America. So that's the thing. So for those of you that live in America, horse slaughter is banned. They shut down the slaughterhouses, and horses are not slaughtered in North America anymore. Or sorry, in the United States of America. And this was the worst possible thing that could have happened for horses. Because these horses are still slaughtered. Banning the slaughter of them in the United States of America doesn't stop the slaughter of horses. Do you know what actually happens now? Now, instead of taking a 1 or 2 hour truck ride to the slaughterhouse in the United States of America, now they're shipped in trucks all the way up to Canada or all the way down to Mexico. They are still being slaughtered, but now they have to endure multi-day trips on a truck. A lot of them don't have access to food and water. There's the regulations for ensuring that these horses have access to food and water while they're being shipped is really bad and is not well regulated. Yeah. There were unintended consequences of banning horse slaughter in North America. Sorry, I'm very tired, guys. I'm mixing up my stuff here. But in the United States of America.
Ultra.
Hi. Where's your alert? Is it not working?
Where's my alert?
Is it gone? I didn't turn it off. Is it not there? And yeah, so it's really important that we do our research, that we think about these things, and we don't just do knee-jerk reactions, because on the surface level, not slaughtering horses, I would agree. That sounds great. That sounds fantastic. I wonder if it's applicable to wild Mustangs. It's anything that ends up in auction, Chief. Anything that ends up in auction. And so, yeah, a lot of, I'm Canadian. It's not? Oh, Fazurk found it. There you go, Red. No, exactly. And so, horse slaughter happens, and there is, at the very least, so guys, I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to argue. Even worse, sometimes horses get released and end up starving. Yeah, that's actually really bad too, RoboMilker. You make a good point. Some people release their horses into the wild because they think they're doing them a service. Most horses that are just released into the wild because their owners can't take care of them anymore, they end up starving to death. No, that's genuinely a thing that happens. Hi, Red. How are you? It's really good to see you guys. Check out Red. She's a fantastic streamer too. Does a lot of art on her stream. Wonderful, amazing female content creator, and we love her to bits here. I might just, guys, I think we're gonna sleep for the night. Someone else can finish baling this for me. We're gonna run back to our house and sleep and harvest some rice tomorrow. So, I want to make this very clear to you guys. I'm not here to argue. I love horses for context. Spiritus, if you want to do the baling, that's okay. I love horses. I like them. I used to ride horses. I used to compete. I used to jump them. I used to train them. And so know that when I say what I'm about to say, I come from a point where it's I really do love horses. I am not here to argue what animals are okay to eat and what are not. Okay? End of the day, as someone who is very involved in animal ethics and welfare, if things are done in an ethical way and the animal is not endangered or threatened, I am not someone who, why can't I sleep for the next day? Wait, what the heck? Maybe we just fast forward then? This is so weird. Oh, that doesn't do that. Oh, I'm not an admin. Hold on, let me log back in. I just realized what happened. I'm not here to tell you what's okay and what's not okay to slaughter. End of the day, if it's ethical and they're not endangered, I'm not one to poo-poo that. But what I really dislike about the horse slaughter industry is the fact that horses that are not being raised for meat are entering the system. Horses that were someone's lesson pony for 15 years, that were a companion animal, that you know, they worked their whole life for people to end up in the slaughter system. I dislike that. I do not like that. I think that that's disgusting. And on a health side and on a health perspective, the horses that enter the slaughter system, they were never meant, for the most part in North America, they were never meant for food systems. So we don't know what medicines and drugs they were given. We don't know anything about that. And they're entering our food systems. The one thing that's really nice that Europe actually does, by the way, what's the password again? The one thing that's nice that Europe does that North America doesn't do is when you have a horse and you own it, you actually get a little bit like of a checklist. And you basically say in Europe, yes, I'm okay with my horse entering the food industry, or you check off, no, I don't want my horse to ever end up in the food industry. And what that basically means is, and this is good for people too, if you say, yes, I'm okay with my horse being slaughtered, you can only give it certain medications, you can only give it certain medicines, or it can't enter the system after being given certain things, which is good for people, right? That's really good for people. In North America, we don't have that. That doesn't exist. We don't know what the horses were fed. We don't know what medicines the horses were given.
Hey,
And they enter the food system. You need to place a new sleep point. Good luck with 3K. Wait, seriously? Can't I just fast forward time though? Can't I just do that instead? We're just gonna fast forward time instead. You don't think you can eat horse meat in the US? I'm pretty sure you can. Mm-hmm. Not family friendly, just FYI. FYI. We're fast forwarding on to the next day, guys. Stay with me. Oh, was someone doing a contract? Wait, who's doing a contract? Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Yeah, so there's different things, and so when we talk about knee-jerk reactions by
Listen.
people who make laws and regulations, a very similar thing happened in California. In California, if you guys don't know this, you're not gonna like this. Laying hens, chickens that lay eggs for us, for the most part are kept in things called battery cages. If they're not free range, if they're not free roam, you don't know where your eggs are coming from, they probably come from battery hens. There are reasons that they keep them in these cages. Is it worth it by Farm725? Absolutely it is, yes. There are reasons that they keep them in these cages. But essentially, the government in California said, wow, we hate this. And to be fair, it's not a great system for the animal. There's pros and cons to it. But California was like, nope, we don't like this. In the next 5 years, no farm that raises chickens for eggs is going to have these. And now think about if you're a farmer in California. How are you going to do that? You're going to change the entire infrastructure of your farm within 5 years? A lot of farmers can't afford to do that. That's not possible. They can't do that. And so, end of the day, the rice is ready to harvest. So we need to... Can we rent a vehicle if we're, like, in the negatives? Find out. We're gonna lease it, perchance? You don't have enough money. Guys, we need $300. Can we make $300, please? Yeah, they gave them, like, roughly 5 years to do it. And so, on paper, that looks good. But realistically, to change the entire infrastructure of your farm, farmers can't do that. Farmers can't do that. And so you basically end up with things like farms shutting down, egg shortages, things like that. What do you think the solution should be? What should be done with a 15-plus-year-old riding horse that nobody wants to buy? So, Robo Milker, different people have different perspectives, right? I think the main thing... So this is what I was taught in school. There are 4 different mentalities that people have when they view animals. Yeah, no, absolutely, RoboMilker. I'm just gonna give context before I give my opinion. There's the people who view animals in, and you guys are gonna laugh at this, but in a romantic way. And I don't mean it in a romantic way, but basically, there was the, in terms of art, in history, there was the Romantic era. And that's the era where we started seeing animals being depicted with emotions. They weren't just in the background of pictures and paintings. They were the focus. And you see a lot of paintings of animals just of themselves, and there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of feeling to it. And so when we say that, we basically say, this is the perspective of people who, we see the emotions of animals, we have this we see the individual. We respect the animal as an individual, as something, as a being with thoughts and emotions and feelings. And I am very much like that. That's how I view animals. I view it from that perspective. Then there's the perspective of animals from a scientific and technological perspective. They're looking at genes. They're looking at selective breeding. They're looking at very specific scientific and technological things that they can do with animals. That's another perspective. The third perspective is looking at animals from the intensified large agricultural perspective, where you have thousands of animals, you own your farm, and you view animals in a very kind of you're not viewing them as the individual. You're looking at your 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 herd of cattle, right? You're trying to do what's best for the group, what's best for your farm. And then the last perspective is kind of smaller farms. So these are farms that are not as intensified. These are farms that have smaller amounts of animals. Yes, they're still using the animals for food and production, but they have a different perspective than the highly intensified agricultural zone, right? They know their animals better. Yes, we're trying to, at the end of the day, we're trying to make ends meet, we're trying to make a profit, we're trying to make money off of it, but there's more of a personal connection with the animals. There's more hands-on experience. And so, as someone with the perspective of, I see the animal, I see the individual, and as someone who's an equestrian, I see a horse that it's done 15 plus years of work. It's done its time, it's done its job, it's done a lot for us. This is a horse that has been a good boy, what are you guys doing? That has already done so much for the people that have interacted with it. And I think you're doing that horse a disservice to take it away from the family and from the environment that it's comfortable with, shipping it off to auction, shipping it off to another slaughterhouse where it's on a trailer, scared and stressed out for hours and hours and hours on end, to end up at a slaughterhouse where this whole time it's scared. This whole time it's not having a good time. And so I think at that point, for me, the horse has already done a great job. It's done what it can for its family, and I think if you love the horse and you have a connection with it, I think you're doing a service for, if you can't sell the horse to another family that's going to take care of it, I think personally the best thing that you can do is you can just euthanize it. I would not, if it were my horse, I would not send it off to auction. I would not send it off to be slaughtered. 15, like, just for the sake of the example, 15 years of giving people lessons, having people ride it, you know, at that point, 15 years, that's a horse that's a part of your life. That's a horse that, it's like a dog at that point, right? Yeah. Oh my god, Vigilante. Jesus. Anyways, that's my opinion. And I also understand and respect that my opinion is my opinion and not everybody will agree with me. I am coming from the perspective where I view the animal as the individual. I view the animal as something with thoughts and feelings. And I think when the horse has done so much for you, for your family, for your children, in your lives, that I feel like you owe it that service at that point. It's done so much for you already. That's my opinion. What did you guys do to this trailer? Did you guys break it? What have you done? Is anyone doing contracts? No. No one is doing contracts. Okay, well, we're stacking on top of each other right now. Okay. Let's do a quick contract so that we can make some money. Guys, while you muck around on the farm, I'm actually going to be earning us some cash. So, it's your farm. Okay. Yeah, no, Robo Milker. And that's the thing with... I think that's what a lot of people lack when it comes to when you have people from different mindsets.
Hey, listen.
Especially when it comes to ethics and welfare. We have to understand that not everybody has the same mindset. people have different experiences, people have different upbringings, people have different perspectives of what's important to them when it comes to animals and animal husbandry and farming, right? And I think the best way that we can improve welfare, improve ethics, and build on the systems that we already have is by recognizing those differences and learning how to communicate to one another in a way that we can put aside our differences and work towards a common goal that benefits both individuals. Right? I think that's really, really important. You said approve contracts with Ultra. I have receipts. Guys, just do some contracts. Racine, I try my best to communicate well with people, and it's with animals, people have different opinions. They really do. There's no right answer. There really isn't. There's no right answer. What ones do you want? Whatever ones you want to do. Oh, we don't have enough money, so I don't have workers. Never mind, I gotta drive there myself. It's all about learning to communicate, understanding the motivators between the individuals. Like, what motivates me versus someone else. And communicating in respectful ways where we can try to find some way to improve both systems, right? Oh, we gotta go south and then over. I think that's really important, and that was one of the driving points that I was actually taught in my courses in university, is these differences of viewpoints, these differences in opinions and goals and perspectives, and the only way that we can make change in these systems, the only ways that we can improve upon what we already have, is not by going, well, you're wrong. I don't like what you're doing. You need to stop what you're doing. No. There's different motivators, different things involved, and especially, you know, when it comes to the livelihood of farmers, you have to keep that in mind. At the end of the day, you know, when we're talking to farmers and we're discussing these points, this is their livelihood that we're talking about. So what can we do? Not this is GTA, this is not GTA. What can we do to improve things from both sides of different sides of perspectives and goals, right? And to be quite honest, Grand Theft Tractor, I actually am really appreciative for the education that I got. I was taught by some of the leading experts in animal ethics and welfare, and I am so incredibly grateful that I had these opportunities to learn from these individuals. And I think the biggest takeaway that they taught in their courses is they didn't actually give you their opinions. They didn't give you their thoughts. They said, hey, these are the facts. These are the facts. This is the system. This is why farmers do this. Here's the pros and the cons. And they basically, they made it very clear that a lot of farming, it's not black and white. It's not good or bad. Things are done for a reason. And not even necessarily, you know, I get a lot of people coming here saying, oh, farmers just want to make a quick profit. No, 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 no. There are a lot of things that are done in farms that are for the benefit of the animals. They're to improve the welfare of the animals. And it's not inherently clear to someone who is not necessarily a part of these systems. And as someone who, for me personally, as someone who, I work on a small farm, I take care of these animals. I'm not necessarily involved in these things in terms of food production, but learning this information, it's actually changed my perspective on things. It's not, it's really not black and white. It's a really interesting combinations of systems at play. where there's no right or wrong answer. It's a lot more complicated. There needs to be more of a conversation that happens. I think I almost completely agree with you. As a farmer, I believe I have an obligation to give my animals the best life possible and a humane death. Where I struggle is the concept of euthanizing an animal and discarding potential food. I think the viewpoint of saying we shouldn't eat that comes from a place of extreme privilege. So, Robo-Milker, I respect your opinion. I think that's a very I have nothing against that at all. I guess my counterpoint to that, and let me know your thoughts on this. I would love to have this discussion. My counterpoint to that is, you know, when we're talking about horses, when we're talking about animals that, you know, these were animals that were not born and raised to be in food production. So we don't know what drugs they've been given. We don't know what medicines they've been given. We don't know what they've been fed. From that perspective, and I guess it's more from like a health and safety and perspective, it just, to me, it doesn't feel like, from a consumer perspective, that it's fair to have that enter our food chain. Right? If we take away the I love horses, I think that's wrong, I don't agree with that. From that perspective of, you know, food health, food safety, and consumers, I don't think it's fair to be having animals enter grocery stores, entering food production when they were never meant to enter these production chains, and we don't, at least in North America, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if rules and regulations have changed, but I don't think it's fair to have these animals enter food production when we don't have that, when there's a bit of a lack of regulation as to, you know, what can we feed them, what can we not feed them, what drugs can we give them, what medicines can we give them. I'd like to know your thoughts on that. If I change gears to go from I love this animal to purely food-based. Okay, we're gonna do that with this field. Whoops, sorry. We're not doing AI workers. We're doing steering assist. Which is, by the way, guys, in the game. GPS is in the game. This is not a mod. This is really cool. Whoops, and it's not lowered. That would help. The distinction is not between human food and not... Well, that depends on what you mean, Bing. It's more or less... We have a lot of, in Canada, we have a lot of rules and regulations when it comes to animals that are being... that are being raised for food, right? We have standards. There are regulations. There are things that farmers need to be doing in order to have these animals enter grocery stores, right? I agree on non-food raised animals, their drugs and such being ingested by us. Agreed. I also have no idea what the testing regime is and how effective it is for horse meat. Hey. In food production agriculture, we have very strict rules about meat withholding time. Could you, Robo-Milker, could you explain a little bit more about that? I actually don't know much about that. As far as I'm concerned, Robo-Milker, and again, it's been a while since I've done this sort of work, so I might not be well versed in the current rules and regulations. I'm regurgitating what I knew from when I learned this information. But essentially, especially when it comes to the horse meat trade, in North America, there's not a lot of rules and regulations. In Europe, there are. That's actually, from what I understand, and again, you guys can fact check me, Europe doesn't actually accept horse meat from us anymore because we don't have those rules and regulations that Europe has. Europe used to actually be a huge area that we exported horse meat to, but since they changed their rules and regulations and made them a little bit more strict, we actually don't really ship horse meat there anymore. A lot of what I don't know what the statistics are for Canada, but from what I understand, the majority of the horses that enter the horse slaughter industry, horse meat industry, they are shipped off to other places in the world. It used to be illegal to eat horse meat until recently. Calvin, I didn't know that. Interesting. Yeah. We can't accept any more contracts. Work together. Teamwork, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. Or someone bail and collect the bales, please, for goodness sake. Only you and Coastal can take contracts. If you guys become admins in the server for ZERP, if you go to the farm here, and then you go to farm management and type in the admin password, you guys can be admins too. For example, if I have to treat a cow with a drug for an infection or even vaccinate an animal against a disease, I have to keep the milk from the cow out of the milk tank for a specific time. Correct. And I can't sell the cow for slaughter for quite a long time. Gotcha. Yeah, no, there's... Especially with, like, you know... I would argue outside of the horse industry, there are a lot of rules and regulations about that. Absolutely. I'm trying to remember what's the governing body that does a lot of the rules and regulations for animals in Canada. I can't remember. I read so many of their books when I was writing some of my papers, but I can't remember the organization anymore. CFIA? Thank you. Yeah, it would be really nice to have more contracts than just this. Pink Hair Demon, how are you doing? Welcome. Guys, if you're coming in from the front page of Twitch for now, welcome. My name is Ultrasaurus. I'm a mixed-race Canadian streamer. I work on a small farm, and I have a background in science and biology and animal ethics and welfare. I also know quite a lot about other fun things that are maybe not related to the farming stream, but I know a lot about ocean conservation and sustainability. I know a lot about aquaculture, and birds and dinosaurs and horses and insects. Right now, in chat, guys, if you guys see RoboMilker talking, RoboMilker is a genuine Canadian dairy farmer. So if you guys have any questions for RoboMilker, they are also hanging out here with us in chat tonight. We're having a lot of fun. We're having a lot of good discussions and conversations, and I just gotta say, guys, what I love the most about this community and these conversations that we're having right now is we're all being very respectful. And that's the biggest thing that I can ask from you guys. Farming, food, these types of conversations, we have differing experiences, we have differing opinions, and we have differing stances. And you guys are entitled to your opinions and to how you feel about these things. And the most important thing when we have these conversations, and I really do encourage these conversations, if you guys disagree with me, please tell me. Please talk to me about it. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing and asking questions. But the biggest thing that I ask from you guys is that when we have these conversations, we remain respectful and we hear each other out, right? I'm not trying to change anyone's minds. I'm talking from my own experiences. I'm talking from my own educational background. And RoboMilker, I really appreciate the conversations that we're having here in chat right now. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Thank you for coming in here and coming in with your knowledge and sharing things from your perspective too. It really means a lot to me, dude. Good morning from a Euro ex-farmer. You have very strict rules and regulations for food production here to some extent. We still use way too much medicine for pigs specifically. That and euthanasia are the reason why I don't like working with pigs. Can you elaborate, Pesky, a little bit more about what you mean about euthanasia? I'm not from Europe. I'm in Canada, so I don't actually know what you mean by that and euthanasia in terms of working with pigs in Europe. It's all good. XC, thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. We're having good conversations here in chat right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And if you guys have any questions for me, or you guys just want to talk about Farm Sim 25, I am more than happy to talk about. The game is having a bad time right— oh no, we're good. Here we go. But y'all are amazing, and I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We're talking about a lot of things that I kind of dibble-dabble a little bit throughout streams, but I don't necessarily exclusively focus on. Because we have front page coverage on Twitch tonight, and welcome everybody who's come in from the front page, we're taking this opportunity to really talk about these topics and have some really fun conversations. Am I an expert in dinosaur coitus? No, I don't think anyone is. We don't know. Cloacas were involved, but besides that, dude, I don't know what to tell you. I was not here on Earth 65 million years ago. I will say, on the topic of dinosaurs and mating and that topic, when you guys see a dinosaur and when you see weird features, like they have really tall frills or they have really short arms, they have something very interesting about them that makes them, you're like, that's a funny looking dinosaur. A lot of the things that we see in dinosaurs where we're like, what the heck was that for? You can usually attest that to mating rituals. You can usually attest that to, that was probably used to attract a mate. That's how things work in nature. You can look at any of our animals here currently, presently on Earth, on contemporary Earth here. And if there's a weird feature that an animal has where you're like, wow, that's weird, mating rituals, attracting a mate, getting the ladies. Same with dinosaurs. So, mods, I'll allow that comment, that's fine. Big head and small arms. So, Swedish chef, dinosaurs are, kind of an in-between from... Cat's mucking around with things right now. Dinosaurs are the descendants of crocodiles, but the predecessors of birds, right? Somewhere along the lines, you know, they're very much, basically dinosaurs are kind of a perfect in-between of reptiles and birds. Reptiles and birds have something called a cloaca, and the cloaca is basically where they exude their waste. That's where the metabolic waste comes out of, so that's basically pee and poo. As well as the cloaca is how reptiles and birds mate. So they don't have genitals like you and me and other mammals. All of their reproductive stuff comes from the cloaca. And I'm not going to Google that for stream. Y'all can Google what a cloaca looks like. But birds, reptiles, and dinosaurs, that's how they reproduced. Yeah, it's reproductive stuff. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome. You have 2 farm sim questions. Let's go. Do farmers go outside of the field when harvesting or back and forth? They could do a little bit of both. Cope, you're talking about the AI, right? They do a little bit of both. They do a combination. Oh, what did I do here? What the heck? And number 2, what is the correct order to get a field ready to plant? Typically, you want to plow it or cultivate it. It depends on what you're planning on planting. Then you want to seed it. Then you want to roll the field to even things out. And then you fertilize it. Do provinces have any big different rules for regulations for dairy? Goose, that is maybe a good question for RoboMilker. I don't actually know. A lot of my education was based on Canada generically. I don't actually know the specific rules and differences, but in Canada, in terms of animal welfare, let's talk about cats and dogs for a second. There are actually province-specific rules and regulations in terms of cats and dogs. There are some... This is a bit of a sad topic. If you don't want to hear it, mute the stream for like 5 minutes. There are provinces in Canada that allow cats to be declawed, which is extremely cruel and really awful. It is not a nationwide rule and regulation that cats can't be declawed. So, in terms of that, there are differences between the provinces for some things that have to do with ethics and welfare. In terms of specifically dairy, I don't know, but my guess would be, so there's the Dairy Farmers of Canada, and they kind of, excuse me, they regulate, you know, dairy here, so I would assume that for the most part, dairy is pretty much standard across the board in Canada, but I can't speak to that because I don't know. you just rejoined, and the first word you hear is cloaca. Hello, welcome. How are you? You learned about the cloaca from Zoidberg. You gotta love Futurama. You've never heard of rolling fields? I turn off field stones in game cope, but so that I don't do that in game, but rolling is definitely something that we do in Farm Sim. Or hold on. Yeah, you're asking Farm Sim questions, yeah. We all operate under the Code of Practice for the Care and Handling of Dairy Cattle, which is published by the National Farm... Oh, sorry. That's the thing that I was reading, Robo-Milker. It's the NFACC. Those are the papers that I would be reading a lot for the different papers that I wrote in class. Yeah, so some things in Canada are nationwide, but not everything is. Some things are on a by-province basis, but the dairy industry is a very national thing. Do we want to do random fun facts? Sorry, I hate talking about cat declawing. It's a really sad topic, but... do you guys want to know fun donkey and horse facts? Dunk says yes. Did you know that horses can't vomit? That's why they often have stomach issues and they die. Wait, that's not a happier topic, but... I went to say something happier and then I was like, wait, that's still kind of sad. Horses can't vomit like you and I. Condiment Services, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you. So that's why if they have stomach issues and gut issues, they can't really sort themselves out and they usually die. How is this better? I don't know why it's better. That's the first thing that came to mind. Wonderful change in tone. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so horses don't have the ability to do that. Horses actually have very faulty intestinal systems. It's really funny because they have like weird 90-degree turns in their intestines that make it easy for stuff to get stuck and plugged up. So horses often deal with things like it's called colicking. Humans can get that too, especially as babies, but essentially material can't pass through your intestines, they get twisted, they get pinched, and you end up passing away. Actually, what's really cool too is horses also, it's really important that they don't ingest too much sand or stones. Horses also have something called enteroliths. Lith means rock and tero means inside. And essentially, if they ingest too much sand or rocks or undigestible material, it builds in their gut and it accumulates, and it's wild. It actually makes it's almost like a pearl, and it's polished and it looks round and shiny and nice, but that's how they end up also getting digestive issues, is if they have an enterolith in their digestive system that blocks everything up too and it needs to be removed. But if you could imagine, it's basically the equivalent of a pearl being made in a horse's gut in their digestive system, but it's made of rocks and it causes sadness. The same thing happens to people who eat their own hair. Oh my god. Oh. Ooh, don't tell me that. I don't know that. TLDR, horses are clams. That's it. Quiet, if that was your takeaway, yes. Can rabbits vomit? I don't think they can, actually. I don't think they can. The reason why we can vomit is we have like a bunch of sphincters and muscles that allow us to do it. So if an animal lacks sphincters and the muscles to vomit, they can't do it. It's not getting less grim. Hold on, wait, no, wait, I can make this better. Hold on. Cows can get twisted stomachs, displaced abomasums, which happens when the abomasum gets a gas bubble in it and basically floats to the top of the body cavity, twisting off the intestines like a kinked garden hose. Oh dear, I didn't know about that, Robo Milker. I mean, Robo Milker, I'm sure you know about...
Hey, listen.
all of the ailments that cows get, right? Yeah, dog sphincters are too good at what they do. Yeah, cats and dogs vomit a lot. Especially my cat on the carpet. There's so much tile, there's so much easily cleanable floor, but goodness gracious, are cats ever good at seeking out the carpet when they vomit. Cat ownership, everyone. It's Egnar, thanks for the follow. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for the follows. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so... Okay, this is actually a fun fact. This is fun. This is not sad.
Hey,
Do you guys
listen.
know why donkeys are always considered to be stubborn? Stubborn like a mule is a common saying. Do you guys know why? This is the reason why I like working with horses better than donkeys, by the way. Big reason. Can kittens fly rockets? I don't think... Stubborn is... Sorry, we're talking about donkeys in general. Sorry. Can't walk backwards? They can walk backwards. They can absolutely walk backwards. They just don't want to. I'm waiting for the sad reveal. Quiet. This is... No. Dude. You have a quick question? Yeah, of course. You got Farm Sim 25 today and plowed your fields for the first time, and I'm having big ruts in them. Is there any way to shut that off? No, when you plow the field, that's just what happens. But Agnar, when you seed the field and you roll it, it'll level everything out. Falcus, hey, how you doing? No, it's stubborn like a donkey too. Yeah, no, you can be stubborn like a donkey as well. So when we look at wild horses and wild donkeys, horses are very, so the term is herd mentality. Horses are very herd-oriented animals. Horses have a leader, and they follow the leader, they listen to the leader. It's all about dominance in their herd. But if the leader does something, they follow. Donkeys are less herd-oriented than horses, meaning they're not as in tuned to the whole group. Donkeys have opinions and thoughts of their own, and they kind of don't base their behavior and what they do off of their herd mates. And so when you work with horses, if they consider you the leader, they'll follow you. It's herd mentality, right? They're looking for a leader, they're looking for guidance, it's built into their instinct. Are we talking about cats vomiting on things? We were, yeah. Do you have a cat? Does it also vomit strictly on, like, the 2 square feet of carpet that you own in your home? Let's complete this. Thank you. Guys, we have money! We can now lease this. Maybe. Lease it. You don't have enough money? What? Wait! Wait! We don't have enough money to lease things, chat. This is really bad. This is not good. I'm never gonna I'm not gonna financially recover from this. But anyways, because donkeys are less herd-oriented, and they're very individual. They have minds of their own. They don't base their behavior and what they're doing off of the individuals around them. And that's why donkeys are considered more stubborn. They don't just... A horse will kind of blindly follow you into things. Not always, but generally speaking, if you're the leader, they're gonna follow you.
Listen.
Donkeys are the definition of question authority. You want me to do that? I don't think so. I don't like that. That's looking pretty sussy. So that's why donkeys are considered to be more stubborn, because they're kind of free thinkers. They're less herd orientated. Fun facts. You have 4 Maine Coons and they seem to always find my mats in front of the shower. Of course they do, Agadar. Of course they do. Sounds like your cat. Donkeys? No, donkeys think for themselves. Seriously. Okay, what month is it? It's August? Can we plant stuff? Yeah. Does anyone... Oh no, we want to wait for September for some more barley. Derudo, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. We'll catch you later. I hope when donkeys dream, they do it in an Eddie Murphy voice. I think they do. Today I learned I'm a donkey. Coastal, we all knew you were an ass. That's not news. Anyways. Hi guys, welcome to the stream. Sorry. You lined me up for that. Yeah, we're in the Riverbend's map. You got it. Dude, you set yourself up for that. That's not my problem, okay? Okay. Let's see if we can feed the rest of our cows. We have some... Oh, they're juveniles now. They're not babies anymore. Ooh.
Hey, listen.
Ooh. Coastal's like, bro, why am I part of this community? Is water free to refill at a pond? Yeah, it is. Yeah, go for it, dude. Are the cows full? Did you guys already feed them? Oh, Lord, you guys fed them. So our cows are in the juvenile phase in the game now. They're no longer little baby pooders. They're not fresh babies. These are juveniles and they are grazing. They are eating some grass and they're really cute. They got flicky ears. I'm gonna watch them for a little bit. I haven't seen the juvenile behavior yet. Oh, look at it. It's really cute. I'm playing online with others, but we also have a separate community server, Egnar. So if you wanted to join that, if you are subscribed to the channel, you are able to join that. But right now, because we don't have a lot of work available on the farm, I'm not able to open this up to everybody because right now there's really not a lot of work to be done. The cow is getting lost in the sauce. It really is. It really is. Oh, it's really cute. Is Dunk gonna join the funny farm? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Agnar, I personally like playing solo. I like playing with friends. I'm kind of indifferent. To lease the rice harvester, it is $4,800. Condiment Services, thank you for letting us know. Have a good night. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, dude. Too bad you can't pick a name. Oh my god, is it playing?
Hey,
is it playing?
listen.
What do you see? What do you see? Oh my god, they do that? They do that when they're super excited. Oh my god, I can't believe they added that behavior into the game. They kind of do like a... So I've dealt with calves. I've dealt with baby cows. And they kind of do like a... Like, they lower their heads and they look at something and they're like, is this something I can play with? Is this something I should be worried about? It's like, oh, I don't know. And they kind of do this little dance and it's really, really cute. I wish you could pet them. I wish you could pet them too. Goodness gracious. This is really sweet. This is really cute. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's an adult. No, you... No. I don't want to say hi to you. I want to see the baboose. Spiritus is like in the bushes watching us right now. Bro! I want to see that one more time. I want to see if they can do that one more time. I'm gonna love that. You would name your 4 chickens after the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? Goodness gracious. You need herbicide? If you go back to the contract reserve, you can usually rent stuff. They're so cute. Oh, the trap. Are you eating? You eating? We had a power surge at some point, hey? I was just like, it's when we were hanging out with Kermit and like things flashed and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah. We want to order foods? Moomoo's, Zeta. Is that Zeta in chat? Not subscribed? With the Prime sub icon next to their name? Zeta, I'm teasing you. You do what you gotta do. I also just, as your friend, I have to tease you, but I'm happy to have you in here anyway. If you use herbicide on a field with weeds growing after you have sown your seed, you will take no yield penalty. Oh, interesting. Okay. Zeta's like, what? Whatever. I have to choose? What we got last time was fine. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's kind of nice, yeah. I will resub if you gift me 1 sub. Are you negotiating with me right now? Is that what's happening? Are we negotiating right now? Hi Sean, how you doing? Thanks for the like, dude. I appreciate you. Inactive says foul. Posture check, thank you. Why do cows moo? Is this a pun? Is this a joke? Mighty Goose, unless you come up with a scientific biological thing and it's not a pun, you're gonna get banned. Why do cows moo, Goose? Why do cows moo? Dude, you're gonna get a swift ban. Hey, no. No? No? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you asking me? Wait, hold on. Wait, was that not a joke? Wait, hold on. Are you asking me why cows moo? Was that a question for me? Sorry, I thought it was a rhetorical question. I think they were asking. Oh, that's just the sound they make. That's how they communicate with one another. So when the cows on our farm, they want something, if they're mad at us, they're like, I want to go inside. It's raining. We hate it. Or, I want to go outside. It's nice outside. Or, I want more food. They scream at us. Well, okay, sorry, I take that back. They don't scream, they moo. But the mooing is very loud. Goose... It is what it is, dude. It is... This is the stream. It is what it is, okay? You can buy a horse brush in the... Can you? There's different moos. Sometimes they do like a... Oh my god, I can't even imitate it. It's like a... like it's a really short, like... and that's their... They look at you, they're making eye contact with you, and the cows are like, I want something. And you're nearby, and I'm making eye contact with you, and I made just enough sound for you to make eye contact with me. So they'll do that. Okay, the grass is still growing. And then if you, like, ignore them, because, no, cow, you actually have a lot of food, and I fed you a lot of hay, you're actually fine. You're actually kind of a chunky monkey, and we don't need to feed you more food. That's when they do their big bellowing moo, because they're like... food! And the cows, they're very manipulative. They know which farmers on the farm that I work at, they know certain farmers, if they keep screaming and mooing, they eventually get food. So depending on the day, depending on who's working, the cows can be really loud and really obnoxious. But when Farmer Ultra works on the farm, coincidentally, they don't scream as much. Because I'm like, girls, you have food. You have food. Y'all are like kind of chunky monkeys. You guys are slightly... Y'all probably shouldn't weigh as much as you do. I gave you so much food. You're good. You're good. They won't scream at me. They know me. They know me well enough. They're like, if we scream at Ultra, we don't get extra food. But when other farmers work on the farm, they will literally scream all day until they get that food, because that farmer will eventually feed them. No, I don't give the extra snacks. I don't. Actually, I take that back. I am a sucker for silent begging. When an animal, it doesn't make noise, it's not obnoxious, it's not screaming at me, but they look at me and they're like,
Hey, listen.
and they're looking at me. These are usually the horses. They're looking at me and they're like, but they're very quiet about it. They're very quiet. They don't yell, they don't make noise, but they're just like, I'm like, aw, nuts. I gotta give you some carrots. Yeah, so if you're an animal, if you're screaming at me, you got your dinner, you're good, you're gonna live, you're gonna survive, but goodness gracious, The silent begging. The like, I'm just over here in my stall. And I know I have 2 flakes of hay behind me that I haven't touched, but like, a carrot would be really nice right now. And I'm just like, God damn it. I'm on the same map. Yeah, I can show you where the store is. So, Shell Shock. When you go to the map, when you're looking at it here, it's in the very center. The store is in the very center. So if I zoom in here, it is the shopping basket right here. That's where the shop is. That's where you get your vehicles. That's where you get everything that you've purchased. So if I zoom out, it is right, if you see where my, oh my God, my mouse is, sorry. The mouse goes in a different location on stream than it does on my screen. Hold on. It's here. It's right here. It's right in this location. Did we get more money for that field automatically? Which one? I like the horses. No, Azrael. It's okay. It's actually really sad. We had a cow pass away on the farm a few months ago, and I loved her. And she was super sweet, and she had an attitude, but goddamn, I loved her. And she also silent begged for food too. She never mooed. She didn't bellow like the other cows. She would just stand there and like, she would just look for the extra. I miss her and I love her. She got really sick and we had to put her down, and she was also the diva cow, by the way. She's the one that would get mad at me for not having fresh flakes. And oh, I don't want to cry in chat. I really loved her. She was a really nice cow. I spent many a morning milking her. My favorite times on the farm was like milking her on cold December mornings. And like I would be huddling up next to her for warmth, and like there would be Christmas music playing. It was really nice. And I think she was the only animal on the farm where when she passed away, I cried so hard. It was really rough. Oh, sorry. I know, I miss her. Azriel, why would you do this? Oh. It is what it is. When you work with animals, when you work on a farm, that's it's how life works. It's what happens on a farm. You have to be okay. Things happen. That's the farm life. But like, goddamn, I love that cow. I'm really sorry. She was really sweet. She was a good bean. I loved her. She lived, you know what? She lived a really good long life. I think when we put her down, oh my goodness, what was her birth date? She was born in 2008. She was born in 2008.
Oh, sorry, chat. Let me find a happy fact about horses. Oh god, wait. Let's talk about happy facts about dinosaurs. Oh god. Okay, here's a happy cow.
They're all dead. Quiet.
That.
Yes, please. She was born in 2008. She was born July 1st, 2008. She was born on Canada Day. She was a Canada Day cow. And she lived to be 15, 16 years old. That is actually a very long and happy life for a cow. Oh. She lived a good life. And I loved the time that I spent with her, and she was fantastic, and she was the most personality-filled cow I had ever met. But that's life on a farm. You have to be okay with animals passing away and dying, and you have to be okay. You have to be the person who makes that call to say it's time, you know? Yeah, she lived for a while. So for the 8 years that I worked on the farm, she was there for 7. Isn't it amazing to experience being alive and working and enjoying the lives of other species? It really is special. It really is special. Guys, we have money! I can get the thing now! Okay. Okay. Lease. Yes. Alright, guys. For those of you that are in game right now with the tractors, do you guys want to bring some of this stuff back to the farm? Except for Quiet, who's doing a contract mission, I think. Sorry, I didn't mean to cry on stream. I really love this cow. Oh. It's really hard, but we have a responsibility to it, Zeta, right? We have a responsibility to it. If only I could get herbicide. Did you not rent the? I would just cancel the mission reserve if you have that one. Have we paid back any of the $500,000? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'll not say you show favoritism ever again. I just really love animals. I do. I have a lot of feelings. And I wear my heart on my sleeve, right? Like, I'm not... I will say, like... For most of my life, I've bottled up my emotions and I've kept things inside and, you know, tough it out and this and that and, you know, don't show people that you're upset. But I would say over the past, like, most recent 7 years, I've really embraced, like, you know, it's okay to cry and it's okay to show your emotions and you don't have to hold everything in and this has been something that's been on my mind presently a lot for the past month. Quiet, do not tell. Oh my lord, dude. Are deer afraid of human? They usually are. Yeah, it's normal to have emotions, and I would argue, bro, you're gonna tailgate me the whole way back to the farm? Oh, Jesus Christ, he is. Okay. I would say, like, it's also okay to embrace your emotions. There's nothing wrong with being sad. There's not. Being sad doesn't feel good. It really doesn't, but this has been something that's been playing on my mind for the past few weeks. Being sad is not all that bad. Because I think it's, to some degree, it's special. Because it means that there's something in your life that matters. You can't be sad about something unless you care about something. You have loved, you have cared, and you've experienced true good feelings in your life. And so, this sounds really weird to say this. I think it's really important to say this, but feeling sad is awful. Experiencing loss is awful, but it means that you've experienced something truly good in your life. Woo! And I think it's important to celebrate that. I think it's really important. The beeping in the background, dude, I know. I think it's really important to recognize that in your life. That when you experience sadness, you've also experienced companionship, closeness, connection, and happiness. Oh! I wear my heart on my sleeve. I speak my mind, I speak my emotions, I don't hide things from you guys, I don't hide things IRL, and I think it's important that we talk about these things. I think it's really important that we share these things and share our experiences, because we're all here on this silly planet with each other, and goodness gracious, if we're not here for each other, then what is the point, right? Quick, lick your nostrils! Jen! Okay. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Listen.
Guys, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh. it's... No, Evan, and that's okay. There's generational differences too. I'm here to tell you guys that it's okay to have these emotions, though. As someone who has gone through I've experienced a lot of loss throughout my life. I've experienced a lot of depression and anxiety.
Listen.
I've dealt with depression and anxiety since I was 12 years old. It's always going to be a part of my life. It is just how my body is biologically built, and that's okay. I've accepted that. But
Hey, listen.
it's okay to talk about these things. It's okay to normalize these things. I think it's really important that here on the stream I also normalize these things and talk about these things, and I'm here to tell you guys you're not alone. I am not harvesting this very well. Hold on.
Hey, listen.
I'm here to tell you guys that you're not alone, that there are a lot of people here in chat, including myself,
Hey, listen.
where, you know, I'm going through a very similar thing too. It's okay to have these emotions. It's okay to feel crappy. You don't, you know. Wiz, good morning. How are you? Just snorts so loudly. Dogs are so precious, and I don't know what we ever did to deserve them, but we love them. Harvesting through tears, easy. But yeah, no, it's, you know, I have this platform, I have this stream, and for so many years of my life, I felt so alone in what I was experiencing. And I wish I had one friend that said, hey, I see you. Zephin, thanks so much for the tier 1 sub, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you. That means so much to me. I appreciate you so much for that. I wish growing up I had one friend that said, hey, Ultra, I see you. I know what you're going through. And I understand. Right? I wish I had that. I wish I didn't feel alone. I wish I didn't feel like some weird anomaly. I wish I didn't feel like I was suffering through this on my own. And so when we stream, when we do these streams, I have this platform. I have a place where I can voice my opinions and share my experiences. I basically do for you guys what I wish I had growing up. I wish I had someone who said, you know what, Ultra? You have anxiety, I have anxiety too. I'm sorry you're going through that. You know? Big Airhead. Markspun, thank you so much. I appreciate you. What the heck? Evan, I'm so sorry. That shouldn't have been moderated. What is Zalgo? It was moderated from posting Zalgo. I don't know what that is. Emotes? Maybe there's too many emotes. I don't know. I don't know what Zalgo is. Dr. Rebhead, good morning. How are you? We talk about these things in chat. We talk about... I don't know what Zalgo is. We talk about these hard topics, and I'm here to let you guys know that you have people that support you. You have people who are going through the exact same thing, and you're not alone. You're not alone, and you're gonna be okay. You are gonna be okay. I had, such a hard time growing up that there was a point in my life when I was younger that I could not visualize my future because I couldn't see myself making it that far. And I'm still here, and we're doing okay. We've have resources. We've taken counseling. I take a lot of vitamins and supplements. I exercise. I get vitamin D now. But there was a point in my life where it was really hard to visualize my future because I was in that deep and dark hole. And so for anybody in chat who's feeling that way, I just want you to know that you're going to be okay. And you're going to make it. And you have worth. Is it Unicode stuff? I'm glad I'm here too, Jen. No, it's, Magdalene, it's so different now too, right? Like, I'm gonna use the example of my parents. When I was first going through all of this stuff, they didn't know what to do with me. they'd never experienced this stuff. They didn't grow up with this stuff. There was no education on mental health, and so they were at a bit of a loss. But my same parents, they understand mental health now. They understand depression. They understand anxiety. It is a very real thing. And so now they're super supportive. When I say to them, like, hey, I'm having a bit of a bad month. The depression is hitting me harder than normally. And I think it's important to vocalize that too. Let people know who are close to you, like, I'm having a tough time this month. Please be patient with me, right? They're so supportive. They're like, hey, Ultra, are you taking your vitamins? Are you going outside? Are you going for walks? Are you eating healthy? Like they are very aware of it now. They are so incredibly supportive of, you know, making sure I have the right resources, that I'm talking to someone, that I'm doing the, I'm so sorry, I'm not doing this rice field in a very good way right now, and you guys are gonna need to have to be okay with it, okay? But there's definitely a generational difference. There's definitely a difference in education, but like my parents have done a full 180. They get it. They're like, this is a thing. This is what people go through. People experience this. Zeta, I appreciate you being here with us. Thank you. Anxiety sucks. Anxiety is hard. Yeah. Also, thank you guys, everybody in chat who's coming here and you guys are sharing your experiences. You don't have, like, you know, whether you share your experiences or not, your feelings are valid, what you've gone through is valid, but for those of you who are here sharing it with chat, thank you for doing that. That's very, very brave and very strong of you, and I appreciate that. Time for drawing crop circles, yeah. Thank you all for the follows, by the way. I really do appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Meowdy? Me howdy. Simsy, how you doing? Turpitude, I try to be the person that I wish I had someone in my life that was like this. That's the main reason why I do this, right? It might have made a difference in my life if I was watching Twitch and someone was here talking about these things, because maybe I wouldn't have felt as alone, right? Doing perfect. You like cats? Oh, of course, Zeta, of course. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and you've been here for a long time, Zeta. I appreciate you. Tay-Tay, the big gay! How you doing? It's good to have you in here. Yeah, thanks all for hanging out with us. For those of you who are coming in from the front page of Twitch, hello and welcome. My name is Ultrasource. I'm a mixed-race Canadian streamer, and we do a lot of simulation, survival, and strategy games here. Tonight we're playing Farm Sim 25, but we also do trekking sims, flight sims, train sims, racing sims, space sims, everything simulation here. But not the Sims. If you guys have any questions about Farm Sim 25, if you guys have any questions about farming, because I do work on a farm. I work on a small farm and I take care of animals. I take care of horses, cows, chickens, turkeys, pigs, goats and sheep, all sorts of fun animals.
Hey, listen.
I am more than happy to share my experiences with that, as well as I do have a biological background with farming and animal welfare and ethics. Oh, Susan, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Not The Simpsons? Not a stream. Oh, Bink! Okay, we sometimes stream that. Very rarely, though. Very rarely.
Hey, listen.
Chris Norm, thanks for the follow, too. Can someone take my rice for me? I almost phrased that differently. Can someone rice-a-roni me? Who's here? Who can take the rice? Who can take the good stuff? Take rice. Have you ever had a cow roll in mud and get stuck upside down? No, our fields aren't particularly muddy. You have a farm sim question. Azrael, do you actually? How do you turn your plow? Bro, you don't... Stop. Stop. Goats are very sweet. So fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but goats make horrendous noises. Sometimes goats, just as a regular sound, it sounds like they're screaming. And I have been on the farm where a goat was really mad because it wanted to come in earlier because it's like, I want food right now. And this goat, the sound that it made Goodness gracious, it genuinely sounded like a child was screaming. I have never sprinted out to a paddock faster in my life. I was like, there's a child on the farm and the child is in danger.
Hey,
Yeah, I play
listen.
DCS. Yeah, we actually flew the Kiowa Warrior and the F-18 2 weeks ago. They're very loud. They're very loud, Evan. Thank you. But yeah, no, and I was very irritated to find out that no, it was just the goat begging for food, but man, the sound that this goat made, I was like, that's not fair. You aren't harvesting? Yeah, I am. I'm not harvesting, I'm just running it over.
Hey, listen.
Ugh. Okay, guys, no, you know what? No, we're done. We're done. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. No, we're done. I am very embarrassed. I am done. I've disgraced everyone as a farmer. We'll see you later. Please forgive me.
Hey, listen.
Hey! It's okay, it happens. Hold on, we had a question in chat. Let me scroll up real quick so I can get it. Forgiven? Okay. Hey Ultra, how do you turn your harvester on? Azrael, I don't need you in here with your negativity, okay? Bro, I don't need you in here giving me a hard time. I was asked, Space Builder, farm question, is Goat Simulator an accurate perception of goats on farm? Yes. Yes. Thanks for the follow, guys. You gotta lower the header. It is lowered. Look at the rice going in, guys. Look at it. Isn't that fun? We're farming rice right now. I think that's so fantastic. Also, guys, friendly reminder, we do have Quiet playing with us in-game right now. They are another streamer. They are going to be playing Farm Sim as well. I highly recommend, if you guys are not already following Quiet, you guys need to follow them. They are one of the funniest, most entertaining streamers that I know. If you guys are not following Quiet, you are missing out. Their stream is just a good time. They are a strong believer of mental health as well. Definitely go check them out. Quiet says in capital letters, I have all the carrots, and what do you plan on doing with them? What's going on with field number 9? I have no idea. Whoever accepted it didn't rent the equipment. If there's no rented equipment, like what's going on in that field? I don't actually know. You're canning them? You're supposed to harvest the potatoes, not join them. Soul Taker, how you doing? What? Greetings from Prague. That's in Germany? Prague? No, where's that? That's in Europe. It's in Europe. Dunk, where is that in Europe? Stop laughing at me and tell me where that is in Europe. No, wait. Why wouldn't you tell me? Czech Republic. That is not Germany. No. Okay. Whoa. Don't write very often, but I'm glad you posed. Wait. Hold on. Czech Transmaster probably should have given that away for me. I really need to learn how to read. No, Czech. I'm Canadian. Please forgive me. I don't know anything outside of North America. I'm so sorry. I'm very uncultured. This is... I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Hyperius. Coming in with the 5 gifted subs. It did not turn off the volume for that, by the way. We tried to turn that off earlier. Guys, I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me try to fix this on my end. Why is it not adjusting the volume? We literally turned this off earlier. I said no more. We're not going to listen to that. Absolutely not. It literally says no sound file with 0 volume, guys. What the heck? What the heck? I don't know how to fix this right now.
Choo choo, let's do this thing.
Oh my goodness, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the 5 gifted sub alert. That's what I'm gonna do. No, that's the only way to fix this. It's the only way to fix this. Turn it off and turn it back on again? No, it's not working. If Harry is coming in the 5 gifted subs, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Welcome.
Yeet that thing.
Wow.
No, check, no, please, if you have something to share, please share it. Sorry, I'm just really not geographically educated. Thank you so much for saying hi, dude. I really do appreciate you. Oh my god, I've scared them off. Zeta coming with the Prime sub. Zeta, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Space Builder with 100 bits and Vexing coming with 100 bits, guys. We have a level 3 hype train going on right now. Glasses redeem and posture check. Oh, goodness gracious. Lardine. I know about animals. I don't know about the world. I don't. Tay-Tay. It's good to have you in here, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Just a heads up, I have been working at the farm, but I've had to step down because I have been dealing with really horrible fatigue issues. I get out of breath really easily, and I am always exhausted, so that's why we actually made the transition to full-time streaming. So when you guys come in here and you guys help with the hype trains, when you guys come in here with the support, with the bits, with the subs, it means so much to me. Thank you all so much. Hi, Ryan. How are you? Same? Ryan, you gonna play Farm Sim, dude? Good to see you, Ryan, by the way. Yeah, so when you guys come in here, I do this for a full-time job now, so every little bit means a lot to me. So thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the subs, for the bits. Thank you guys for lurking and hanging out, and thank you for everybody who's active in chat. Not my style. You too? The band?
Hey, listen.
Was it long COVID like Science? I don't know who Science Girl is, but I have long COVID. Yeah, I got COVID in July, and it's affected me ever since. Oh! Good to see you too. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute. Ryan, what have you been up to, dude? Nerd? Adkins, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Is Ultra okay? What do you mean? I'm always okay. Call of Duty? Let's go. Seasons of Discovery. Also a good answer, too. League, the usual? Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Did you guys know that Ron in chat is one of the longest community members that we have in here? It's true. It's true. Got a pretty solid follow age in here. You've been tired since the pandemic, but I'm also just older, so a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Calvin, I'm not quite sure I understand. Ryan was here when we had 5 viewers, and it was just you and Maeve. As 2 of them. Robo Milker, thank you so much for hanging out with us, dude. You are amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your information, your facts, and your opinions, dude. Like, I really enjoy the conversations with you. Truly and genuinely. I'm so glad that we've connected, guys. If you guys are willing to say goodnight to Robo Milker with me, they are a Canadian dairy farmer. They've been hanging out with us for most of stream. I'm sure they're also very excited for Farm Sim 25, and we've had some really good conversations in chat, and they've provided a lot of really key essential information in here. Robo Milker, have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It means a lot to me, and we'll catch you later, dude. That felt like a math joke. Oh, Common Core? Is that the new math? Is that the Zoomer math? Ryan, we gotta talk soon, hey? I feel like we need to catch up. I feel like it's been a little bit. I feel like we should like hang out and chat. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Okay. Spiritus is ready to take the rice. He's like, I am ready for rice-a-roni. Zoomer math just removed brain cells from my head, thank you. It's Zoomer math, though. It's a thing. It's when they changed the entire math curriculum. They even made a joke about it in The Incredibles 2. It's like, what do you mean they changed math? How do you change math? Zoomer math. I'm trying to think of what other fun facts have we not talked about. Guys, thank you so much for that hype train. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Joke's on them. I never learned how to do math. Okay.
Hey, listen.
Okay. Drongo, how are you, friend? It's really good to see you. Welcome. That scene was so relatable. It was so funny. It was so funny. If anyone in game wants to start cultivating this field, that would be very helpful, by the way.
Hey,
We do have a cultivator and a tractor somewhere, probably. Guys, thanks so much for the follows. Check. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't scare you off. I'm a broadcaster who made you laugh. Did I? Thanks for being here. Thank you for the follow. Ragnar, thanks for the follow too. This is multiplayer. Yeah, Ryan, if you want to play Farm Sim with us, we can Farm Sim, dude. We can deli Farm Sim. Brings me back to the Isle, though. Dude, don't even talk to me about the Isle. It was like a golden era. It was a golden era in my life that no longer exists, dude. Miss those days bad, and we're never gonna get them back. That's the sad thing. We're never gonna get them back. It is what it is. Yeah, dude, I feel that in my soul. Do you guys know who Drongo is?
Hey, listen.
Bloody Drongo? Guys, Drongo is a very good friend of the stream. A very good friend of mine. They do a variety of things on stream. Actually, Drongo, besides opening Magic the Gathering cards, which, they were sponsored by... What is it? Wizards of the Coast? That's the name, right? Drongo did a Magic the Gathering card opening stream the other day, which is like... Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. Definitely go and check them out. They are fantastic. They are amazing. They are hilarious. Goodness gracious. Every time I'm in Drongo's chat, I laugh so hard, and I have to be very careful about raiding into Drongo. Because if I need to go to bed desperately, I can't raid into Drongo, because anytime I hop into his stream, I end up accidentally there for a few hours. I can't help it. It's so fun. It's so fantastic. It's a great community. Drongo, what are your plans for this week? I believe Drongo is also going to be playing Farm Sim 25, by the way. So if you guys are interested in checking out other streamers that are also playing this game, check out Drongo. Drongo is highly recommended. You guys will not regret following them and checking them out. He is good people, and he is also, we've been talking a lot about mental health tonight. Drongo is very good people for that. Please stop talking about me. Focus on the farming. What farming?
Hey, listen.
Fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, Dunk is actually underneath the desk playing Farm Sim for us. I'm not even playing this game. I don't even know how to play this game. Don't tell him. Oh. Chad, that was a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm playing. Sorry, I realize we have people in here that might not realize I'm joking. I'm joking. That was a joke. The person I meant to mention is a famous for her long COVID struggle. If I want to look it up later. No, for sure, Apirius. Thank you for sharing that. A YouTuber physics girl. Apirius, are you okay with sharing their username in here? I'm curious if I know them, because I do know a physics streamer. Priscilla, and it's Liam. Thanks for the follow. Daniel, thanks for the follow too, dude. I'll play some Farm Sim if I get a code. We'll see. The heck? Dude, I'll buy the game for you.
Listen.
Casual, hello, welcome. How are you doing, friend? It's good to see you. Casual also does sim games too. Casual, are you playing Farm Sim? You, Turpitude, I would get it. I would get it. She doesn't stream. Oh, okay. Physics Girl is the name. Pink, do you mind taking that down and DMing that to me so I can check it out later? Dunk was only following 13 days longer than you? Stop. Seriously? Whoa. Yo. Oh my god, that's crazy. I don't think it's gonna be on Game Pass for a while, Casual. Casual, do you use Keymailer? You do, Bink? Yeah, send me the link. Send me the link. Yeah, Bink will DM it to me, Aparius. Thank you for mentioning that, dude. I appreciate that. I do. You can request Farm Sim on Keymailer, dude. You should probably do that. You know? So guys, we're here to talk about, so again, friendly reminder, we're on the front page of Twitch right now. If you don't know who I am, and you've stumbled in here, welcome. My name is Ultrasaurus. I'm a mixed-race Canadian streamer, and we do a lot of simulation, survival, and strategy games here. Tonight we are playing Farm Sim 25. I have been playing this straight since Friday. We have close to 50 hours in this game by this point. I have been living in this game, okay? If you guys have any questions about Farm Sim, feel free to ask me. Additionally, I am also an IRL farmer. I work with animals. I take care of animals on a small farm. So if you guys have any questions about that, I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And then additionally, I do have a Bachelor of Science in Biology. I know a lot about animals from a biological perspective, but I also took a focus on the ethics and welfare in animals in the intensification of agriculture. If you guys would like to know more about animals in a farming setting, I don't know everything, but if you do have questions, I will try my best to answer them. Can we take a closer look at the harvester? Absolutely, sure. Doesn't that look cool? This is a Japanese brand harvester, and we are inside it right now. Give it a second to sort itself out. The graphics will get better. There we go. This is the inside of it too. Isn't that neat? It's got like Japanese inside of the vehicle too. If only I paid attention to my Duolingo more, maybe we could actually read this. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you in here. You really want this game, but I'm gambling at the... Oh, Will, I got you. Sorry. I was like, wait, what? What are you doing? Will, are you gonna be awake for it? That's dedication, Prime. We have been doing a lot of streaming over the past little bit. We have been doing a lot of streaming. Well, Nuclear Cowboy, so I am half Caucasian, half Asian. On my dad's side, I am Scottish, Irish, and English, and on my mom's side, I am half Chinese. I really love it. It's led to a very multicultural upbringing. More so than you think, because my entire mom's side of the family, they're all Chinese, but they were all born and raised in India. So a lot of what I learned growing up, the foods that I experienced, the culture, has a very good mix between Chinese and East Indian culture. So I'm not East Indian. Yeah, it's a bit of a long story. Essentially, you should try it. Heini, you should definitely try this. This game is so much fun. Essentially, in Chinese, I call him my Gung Tai Tai. That is my great-grandfather. Great-grandfather lived in China, and he wanted to immigrate to Australia. And so a long time ago, he took a boat and he was supposed to arrive in Australia, but the man got so seasick that by the time they hit India, he was like, enough. I can't do this. I'm getting off the boat. At the time, he had his first wife and his first child. And at some point in India, they separated. And so this is very telling on the time, by the way. This happened a very long time ago. Times are different now. But my Gung Tai Tai separated from his first wife. So he wrote a letter to his village in China requesting another wife. Ooh, that's gonna be, hold on. That's gonna be the issues. Here, Spiritus, can you... Here, watch. Turn. No. Or, that works too. That's fine. My Gung Tai Tai. The costume is so cute. Liquid Truth, this is my work uniform. Okay, ignore the bandana. This is what I wear to work on the farm. So if you guys are looking here, look. I have holes in my overalls because I've worked in them. And those are the only 2 holes that I'm willing to show on stream. There are 1,000,001 holes all over the... No, they're everywhere. I need to get new overalls, dude. Okay? They're everywhere. Anyways, my Gung Tai Tai, my great-grandfather, wrote a letter back to his village in China. And he requested a new wife. So, my Potai, my great-grandmother, lived in mainland China, and they shipped her from China to India to marry a man that she had never met before and start a new life in India from China. And together, they had 12 children in India. So that's my family. That's kind of the background where I come from. Yeah, no, so not my Potai Tai, but my Popo, which is grandma in Cantonese. She could fluently speak English, Hindi, and Cantonese, and goodness gracious, when she would talk on the phone with her sisters, she would swap between all 3 languages constantly, and I don't have the right scene. Sorry, I just realized that. Yurnolf, it's not just a cultural thing, it's a thing of the past too. This was a very long time ago. This was not recent. Can you speak Cantonese at all? Very little and not very well. I don't have the intonations correctly. So I can speak and I can say some things, but I don't have the right tones for it. So if you say, can you speak Cantonese at all? I would say susu. Like, that means a little bit, but I'm not using the right terms for it. Pro streamer, I know, right? But no, this was a long time ago too, Yurnolf. So I feel like in this day and age, the same thing probably wouldn't have happened, right? But this was a long time ago. So I had the benefit of actually knowing and meeting and knowing my great-grandmother. I remember I have memories of her when I was 3 years old. Turn on Harvester's not on. Oh my god. We're goofing things here. We're goofing things. I have memories of her when I was 3 years old, and I had the fortune and the ability to meet her. But my great-grandfather had already passed away well before I was born. Alfacino, hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah. You've been wanting this game? Robbie, you should get it. It's so good. It's so good. Quiet's asking anyone in game right now if you guys can take over the carrot harvesting. Quiet, dude, if you gotta go, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate you. Again, big shout out for Quiet, guys. Quiet is an amazing content creator. I highly respect and appreciate him. He's currently playing Farm Sim with us right now. He's probably going to be playing Farm Sim in the days to come. If you guys also like Farm Sim, of course you guys do. That's why you're here, right? Definitely go and check him out. Shoot him a follow. You will not regret it. Also, I'm realizing I missed stuff in chat, so I'm gonna scroll up. Drongo says question marks, question mark, question mark. It's a good thing you didn't make it to Australia, to be honest. Otherwise, Ultra and I could have ended up as neighbors. And that would have been disastrous, right, Drongo? Absolutely disastrous. We're gonna turn quiet into rice. Oh. Maybe not. Facts. I don't know. Life would have been very different for me, Drongo. I might not be here today if you made it to Australia. Seriously. But thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you, friend. I hope you're doing well. I look forward to you playing this game, and I look forward to potentially playing this with you in the future. You're amazing. You're fantastic. And get some good rest, dude. It 8 o'clock? I mean, I just did you a service at that point. Really, I mean, if you're wearing Crocs, you really shouldn't be wearing them to begin with. Oh, Will, of course, dude. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad that you like the stories. I have a lot of interesting stories to share. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate you guys. Those cost me 30 cents? You're gonna live. You're gonna be okay. Your character is wearing Crocs. Jen, you are something else. Posture check, thank you. It's such a cute little harvester, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. A little pooter of a harvester. And it turns on a dime. Like, look at it. Woo. Jen. Yeah, sounds good, Will. So let's go back to farming. Let's go back to animals. We've said this a lot in our previous streams, but did you guys know you don't actually need to have a rice paddy to grow rice? You don't need to flood a field. Unless you guys want me to go into great detail, because I swear most of you guys have been here for my conversations about rice. But the main reason why we flood fields for rice is flooding a field is a natural herbicide and natural pesticide. The grass is a very water tolerant crop, meaning basically it can grow in those rice paddy conditions, whereas insects might not be able to get to it and weeds can't grow in the ground. So if you put rice in a patty, then it's a rice burger. Space Builder, if that was your takeaway from what I just said, you do you, dude. More power to you, Glen Coco. We love that for you. The food here? Is it? Guys, I'm gonna eat some dinner real quick. I will not be gone for very long. I'm gonna run to the washroom. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna eat some food. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna continue streaming for another... I don't even know how many hours. A lot. We're gonna be here. Safety Crocs are ideal. Steel-toed Crocs. Oh, actually, I don't even want to think about that. That's insane. I'm gonna be right back. So hold on to your butts. I will not be very long.